All right. Welcome back, everybody. We are now on episode number 52 of the Dirty Parlay Podcast. We're coming to you live from Thursday Night Football. We got the beers loaded up for these guys. I got a vodka drink ready to go for myself. With me, as always, is Darren and Nate. Darren, how are you doing?
Excellent, bro.
I know you're fighting off a hurricane. How's it going for you? It passed you now, right?
Yeah, so it hit us and it fucked up shit all around us. And I drove around just in front of our Walmart and there was no power there. And you know how close I am to Walmart, so it's how we didn't lose power, how we got that lucky. Praise whoever. But I'm happy, dude. Went to sleep with power, woke up with power. Internet came in and out when I tried to play with you, but that's fine. If the power flickered, every time it flickered, the internet would restart. So, but besides that, we loaded up, we prepared. And you need to, but I'm glad we made it through. Our boy E ain't so lucky. He's without power. Hopefully he gets it soon. But he's got a generator, and he was flexing about it. So we'll see.
Yeah. My dad was sending me pictures around the neighborhood too. I knew his ass was going riding around, gonna get some pictures in. Nate, you and I are lucky we didn't have to get the hurricane. So how are you doing, man?
Yeah, it was 61 degrees and a little chilly outside today. I don't know. I almost didn't survive. Went outside and went back in. So no,
poor you.
good, man. Good. I know. I'm a true warrior. Really, I am.
So listen, we have the game here. We got the game starting soon. We know there's some people that we know want to get some picks in. So let's get right to it. Let's get to tonight's picks and get this out of the way. Then we could take our time with the rest or move along with the rest. But most likely we'll be on during a good portion of the game. So I have the game on one of my monitors here. I don't know if you guys are doing the same, but we can keep an eye on it as we go. But let's go ahead and get tonight's pick out of the way. That way our picks are locked in. We don't have to worry about it. It's not going to count towards your record, but if you have any certain kind of parlays or prop bets that you want to throw out there for the fun of it, go for it. So tonight's pick, let's get right to tonight's game. Again, starting in less than 40 minutes, Dolphins versus Bengals. Bengals are home. Bengals are wearing the all-white Tiger with the white end zones. They made sure they flexed the hell out of that in social media. Dolphins 3-0, Bengals 1-2. With the Bengals being home, they're favored by -3.5. Over/under set at 48.5. Let's go ahead and start this one off with Darren. Darren, what do you got?
So it's a trap within a trap and a reverse trap, and it's Inception, bro. To me, that's what it is. The Dolphins are getting points. It's crazy to me. I'm not going to go too in depth, leave some room for y'all to talk, but I just think this is a crazy game. I could see it going either way, but I'm going to follow my instinct, go with the Bengals money line. We'll see. I think I have the Bengals money line and the over.
You sent me Dolphins earlier.
Did I?
Yeah. Do you want me to change it? I could change it right now. It's no problem.
No. Then I.
It's a trap within a trap within a trap. So if you want to.
Dolphins. I've talked myself in and out of
triple trap.
Yeah, I'm double checking too just to make sure. Yeah, you said Dolphins plus points to me earlier.
Yeah, Dolphins plus a point. That's how crazy it is to me. This game is
okay.
I could take the Bengals. I could take the Dolphins. I had to pick a side, so I'm taking points.
Okay.
That's it. That's the only thing that's making me pick the Dolphins is points.
Okay. Nate, yourself, man. What are you going with?
First consideration, sickest jerseys, I think, for the color rush and new stuff. So white Tiger jerseys tonight. So how could you pick against them? But then you look at what Miami's done. They're going to be in their candy-ass teals, I think.
I think so.
So that you got a fucking uniform game going on, and then you think, how the fuck is Miami getting points here? They just beat the Bills. How the fuck does that work? The Bengals have looked dog shit, haven't had a running back all year. How are they getting points at Cincinnati, right? Cincinnati's home?
Yeah, Cincinnati's home.
It's at Cincinnati. How is Miami getting points? But then you think, well, if Miami's getting points, everyone's going to be on Miami. So you dodge that trap, you get out of the way, and then you fucking walk right into the other trap of then everybody's on the Bengals. So I'm just going to go with the uniform that I think that is the coolest, which is the Bengals.
Oh,
3.5.
love the math that you have behind it. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I dodge a trap to dodge a trap to walk into a trap. I think.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, it'd be funny if Nate or I did a Stephen A. and we picked this way, but then our lock was the opposite.
Yeah. Or Nate just went full Stephen A. and just been like, listen, I think the Bengals will win, but the Dolphins are going to score more points. Like one of those moves. Okay, so then it comes down to myself. There's a lot of things you can say about this game. They're talking trap within a trap on side of a trap. Like, it is what it is. Also, real quick in the chat, Ethan said shameless plug in the text thread. LOL. Loved it. So
Ethan, trade me Joe Mixon.
I was trying to talk to Darren about trading Jonathan Taylor for Devontae Adams.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, man.
He proposed it to me first.
Darren's not going to just bend over for you like
He proposed
Paul
it to
will.
me first. Let's be honest here, okay? Darren admits it.
But
Yeah. So, anyways, let's get back to the game here. So, about this game, I think the reason why Dolphins have the points is because, one, Bengals are home, and two, I really think it's because Tua, Waddle, Armstead, like the top players for the Dolphins, arguably other than Tyreek Hill, were listed on the on questionable all week long, and then they finally are active to go today, and I think that helped with the point spread. And then I think people just kept betting on the Bengals that it stayed at that point, it didn't move. I think that's the reason why the line moved. Listen, I'm gonna pull this straight up. I think Bengals win, but I'll take the points. I'm taking the 3.5 for the Dolphins. I think it will be that close. One thing to note is that Miami has actually one of the worst passing defenses in the league. It's right behind the Ravens. That's why we saw that massive shootout. I think that this is Burrow's get right game, but also I just can't count out. I can't speak. I can't talk. What Tua and that offense has done already. And I'm not saying the defense for Miami is trash, but they're not doing great passing wise. But another thing to note is that no matter how much of a line they have beefed for the Bengals, they're not meshing. They're not doing anything together, and it's hurting them. So yeah, I'm going Dolphins plus the points only because they are plus points and they're undefeated. But I'm still saying I think the Bengals will win this game. I just hope it's by 3 or less. For sure. And I don't know if you guys seen the news going around this game. So the Dolphins are training at University of Cincinnati, and a student or somebody like that filmed their plays. And apparently, and this is a tweet from Tom Pelissero, he says, I'm going to go back to it. The Dolphins noticed people watching their walkthrough Wednesday in Cincinnati, so they made a slight adjustment. All the clips circulating around Twitter shows 12 players on offense. So Mike McDaniel was fucking 5 steps ahead. Fucking stoner brain had it. He was already in that conspiracy theory. So shout out to the boy, man. Way to be. But yeah, this game's gonna
sounds like a wasted practice.
Yeah,
just
I
kicking
know.
the people out.
I know, right? They're just gonna take that route out.
This fucking I'm smarter than you game. Just kick them out.
Listen, I already think the Bengals are gonna win, but if the Dolphins somehow win by 40, this guy's big brain as hell. Okay.
He's seen with this whole thing has been a trap within a trap within a trap.
Always.
He just trapped himself. Just
inside
kick
of
the
another
people
trap.
out. You just wasted a whole fucking day. You trapped yourself.
Hey, if this works, then Godspeed.
It's a hellscape of traps.
I honestly don't give I care, but it's this is the way I heard it. If the couldn't pull the trigger on Dolphins money line, but if the Dolphins win and the Bills face the Ravens this week, not saying the Ravens are going to win, but if by chance some shit happens and the Bills lose to the Ravens, they'll be 2-2 and the Dolphins will be 4-4.
Mm-hmm.
Or 4-0. Sorry, not 4-4. So it's just this is a big ass game. So yeah, they were questionable. It can go either fucking way. The Bengals fucked me up last week, made me eat my words. They put the Jets in their place where they should be. So this game can be nuts. But
I will say this when it comes to the jerseys, like Nate pointed out, this is kind of these white jerseys, white helmet and all, is fucking sick from the Bengals. But this is kind of where the Bears fucked up, because the Bears always fuck up in this case, of when they went with the orange helmets. There was a concept art that went around the internet for the last 5 years of an all white helmet, but with the blue classic bear face. on the side, and I was like, that's the perfect fucking helmet for alternative. And then we get the fucking Illini orange. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like these white helmet alternatives
I
are
actually
sick.
like the orange. I'll be honest.
I don't. It's like Illini copy offs. Like, I hate it. I really don't. But we're gonna see it in Florida though.
Too.
Orange jerseys are okay, but that helmet's not. I can't. No, I don't like it.
Do you have I didn't send it to you, but do you have like another slide for bets on tonight's game?
No, but I was saying, like, while we're here, anything you got, like, lit it out. Like, go for it.
So I did Miami, two pro Miami prop bets.
Okay.
Melvin Ingram to get a sack, because every time I see a Miami game, he's on the fucking highlight reel. Number 2 is the shit talker. He called a shot. Let's see it. Tyreek Hill to score a touchdown. Easy money. It was like +2 something. So, like, we'll see. It's not hard to double him. I mean, I'm not saying it's easy, but like they could just lock him down since Waddle's hurt, or maybe Waddle's not really hurt, and then maybe Waddle gets all the touchdowns. I don't fucking know. Yeah, but I'm just saying maybe that's Stoner brain saying, "Hey, let's make these guys plan to cover Tyreek. Tyreek's talk shit, and they'll focus on him, and they think you're hurt."
Sure.
So it's a fucking mind fuck this whole game.
Yep.
But I bet on Tyreek to score because he called his shot, and he's one of those like A-B type of guys. Like if he says it, he wants to follow through with it. So he's not Kenny Galladay. He's not gonna fucking bitch and then not come through. So we'll see. But those are my 2 props.
I feel where you're going with it. I made a parlay. I went with a wild parlay only because of certain sports books running a certain promotion. But the parlay that I have is, you called about Tyreek. I think he's going to get it's an alternative line for plus 60 yards. I think he's going to get that pretty easily on Eli Apple if he called a shot. Tyler Boyd seems to be getting a lot of these touches from Joe Burrow, like on a second or third read, and he just keeps throwing to Tyler Boyd. So I got 40+ yards for Tyler Boyd. Jamar Chase plus 50. I think that's pretty easy for him. I think we all know that. But the fourth legger on this that got me the big plus money was, I think you're right about Tyreek, but the guy who I see too will always look at in the end zone is Jalen Waddle. So I got him scoring a touchdown. He really does, for some reason, just keeps throwing to him in the end zone. So I think he's taking that spot that like Gesicki should play, where it's like your security blanket in the end zone. I think that's just him now.
I almost picked up Gesicki before this, like
because I dropped him. I dropped him.
And I didn't know who dropped him. I just looked and saw. I was like, "Who's available that's in tonight's game?" Because like I just want some fantasy skin in the game.
I get it. Yeah.
And then fucking, I'm like, oh, okay, well, we had 0, 10, and 0. And I'm like, how the fuck do you get 0 points at tight end multiple weeks? And I was like, yeah, fuck that. Darren Waller's the way to go. Like, but
Dalton had him.
The defense is there, but fuck the Dolphins D.
No,
like you said, pass defeat.
No, the second worst in the league for yardage. Dalton had Gesicki for the first 2 weeks. I picked him up for the third week, kept him on the bench, still didn't get no touches. I was like, maybe he'll do something, and then I ended up getting Tua. So I was like, I don't want it like these. I don't want that duo when Gesicki's not doing anything. So I dropped him and picked up Tunyon as a backup.
You know who I'm waiting for.
I did.
You know who I'm waiting to hit the free agent market in our league? Pat Fryermuth, when Paul drops him. I can't believe he dropped such a good player, but I'm going to pick him up because Blake's been talking so highly.
He dropped him? You saying he already did drop him?
No, I'm just waiting for it.
Don't worry, he ain't going to drop that stud.
So I can capitalize.
He's not dropping that
How could I have a team without Pat Fryermuth?
And then this guy tries to snake me for Devontae for JT.
Hold on, real quick. On Amazon, they're showing right now, everybody on their panel picked the Bengals except for Sherm. He picked the Dolphins. Look at Nate, that trap game. It's that classic graphic. Man. I swear to God, I had to bring that up, boys. Like that's that. We told you though. Like this is right for the podcast, huh?
Who did the Bengals lost to the Steelers?
Right? Yes. First week they lost to the Steelers. Correct.
Who did they lose to week 2?
Not the Jets. Was
Jaguars?
I'll look it up. I got it right here.
Is it the Jaguars?
In the chat, Ethan goes, Tyreek versus Eli, burnt toast apple, and then he says, "Laugh my fucking ass off, Jesus, Nate." Talking about
crazy?
Did you hear what Eli Apple did, bro?
No, maybe not. Go refresh me and the fans here.
After they beat the Chiefs and went to the Super Bowl, he sent Tyreek Hill Super Bowl tickets.
Yeah, he's getting his ass tonight. Like he has to. He has to get Apple's ass.
That's why I bet on that anytime touchdown, because I'm like, either it's a fucking reverse or it's a fucking bomb. But
yeah,
the motherfucker's gonna get a touchdown. Look, Nate's like, I'm locking it in.
Also, he can't. He kind of can't. So here, real quick.
No, I'm looking at who has Tyreek in our fantasy league.
I think it's Adam. No, it's Dalton. No,
Fuck.
Adam. Adam has Waddle. I'm sorry. Who the fuck has Tyreek?
Can I say something?
Okay.
Fuck Adam as much as we love him. He gets so good. Like every year his team is so good. It doesn't matter what his fucking draft position is. He just gets the best fantasy luck, bro. Like
I was looking at his team because I play him
This
this
year he
week.
does.
It's sickening.
Yeah, this year he
The
does.
draft he had.
But Darren, I disagree. The last 2
Sickening.
years, he's been in the fucking doghouse. Like he's been getting fucked over.
I mean, him and I have always gone at it, so I just always
Sure.
feel that he's competition.
Also, to answer your question
He
about the
added
Bengals,
Jimmy.
yeah, that draft room. Look at him now. He's killing it. The Bengals have lost to the Steelers 23-20. They lost to the Cowboys 20-17, and then they beat the Jets 27-12.
That was Cowboys without Dak.
Without Dak, they lost them by 3.
Yeah.
I remember we watched I seen that in Lambeau. I picked them. I think that was my lock that day.
So the Bengals, why are they getting all this love?
I think it's mainly because they're home. They got the 3 points. Like it's known for like 3
I
points
think
for the
it's the
home
white.
team.
I think it's the white uniforms.
That
bro.
too, but also like I said, Tua and the rest of the boys that like some of their studs other than Tyreek were on the questionable list, and I don't think the line moved because everyone's putting their money on the Bengals. Like
If this coach wins, his resume of like Zach Taylor's nobody. Like, cool, you beat Zach Taylor, but he beats Bill Belichick. Who else did Miami beat
Harbaugh.
week 2? Harbaugh, and then week 3 was
McDermott.
Buffalo's coach, and he's legit. Like, I think he's a legit coach. So your first 3 wins, you beat fucking those 3 coaches. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know, dude.
he's here.
This guy might be a good coach.
Fucking, you can make fun of his wasted practice, Nate, but big brain and hitting the big bong. So he's doing it out here. All right, should we go ahead and
It's medical here. He's got a card.
Yeah, McDaniel knows what he's doing. All right, so that's tonight. Nate, I know you didn't have anything, but if you had to put like one prop bet out tonight, what do you got?
Jamar.
Putting you out there.
Jesus Christ.
Just putting you on the spot. See what you think.
Give me a
Jamar or
free...
Joe Mixon. That would be his, if I'm speaking for Nate.
Good thing.
Joe
you're not,
Mixon anytime touchdown would be interesting, just because I don't know what the odds are, because I don't think he's scored this year.
Right? I could tell you.
Whoa.
I've got it in front of me.
Okay. Is that right? Did he not score this year? Really?
No, he hasn't scored this year. He's been awful. I mean, just awful.
As far as
Who
rushing,
has him?
Ethan.
Yeah, he was trying to talk him up to me at the draft.
as far as rushing defensives go, Bengals have one of the best, tied for second best in the league against touchdowns or not Bengals. I'm sorry.
Miami
Dolphins.
doesn't run the ball. That's one of their flaws right now.
Dolphins middle of the pack. So for rushing defenses,
All right,
Dolphins
you ready?
are, Go for it.
First touchdown scorer, T. Higgins, plus 850.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Shout out
because
TJ.
Jamar Chase will make the big play to get down the field, and then T. Higgins will reap the benefit.
Also, I do want to shout out Dean and I made some good live bets Sunday. We were doing okay. We were doing all right. So it got me back to stable ground. So
Listen, dude, if I would
Are
have
we on the same fucking show?
yeah, I know.
No,
live
no,
bets.
live
Live
bets.
bets.
Live
Live
bets.
bets.
We're in the
Skip.
chat.
Hey,
Pull
chill
up
out,
the
Skip.
receipts.
We're good here.
Receipts. Receipts, motherfucker.
Very interesting.
Darren, one
Man,
day I
you were
want
privy. You were privy. It's not like we had a guy and we didn't tell you about a guy or something like that.
Darren, one day I want you to walk out of that room and I just want to see you walk into Nathan's like behind his camera, just like fucking right there, ready to go. It's just you're out one door and you're in the next, just like fuck you, Nate.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
shit.
doing a regular stream and then we all end up in the same house.
Yeah, it's just fucking mayhem. All right, we have some few more
I
picks
reach
here.
over and just.
So let's go. Let's get to the. This one's gonna be the NCAA picks. I know D didn't give me any this week, but if you have any you want to spit off, go ahead. It's not gonna count towards your records. I'm gonna go ahead and give my picks out. Last weekend I did awful as far as podcast wins. I went like half and half for my NCAA picks, but actual betting went for Saturday was god awful. But so I have a new strategy this week. I told Darren this, Nate. I'm going to pick one for every time slot on Saturday. So I'm not pulling like fucking 12 of them. I did pick Friday night games, though. I want to make that clear because I knew we weren't doing the podcast tomorrow. So I wanted to watch something. So I got a couple for tomorrow, and then I got a couple for Saturday. So here's my picks.
I will say, when you're hot and you've got like 14 bets in each time zone and you're like jumping back and forth, you're winning everything, there's not a better feeling.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm going for right now. So I'm trying to hit, like I told Darren,
gotta get back there.
I want to end the game and then go into like one game to watch and then go into another one, watch one game and then go into another time slot. You know what I mean? So we'll see.
What you're talking about is going chill. Nate's talking about, hey, I bet the whole board and I'm winning everywhere, so I'm just like
I did that and I was the opposite, so I'm not doing that.
I guess he doesn't know how it feels, D.
Yeah,
he just said he knew how it feels.
No,
he has
Sunday
no clue.
Sunday I had him on that live train. Like,
yep.
We
had a good parlay.
I would tell him a bet, and then he said, "Oh, I'm throwing this on with it," and I'm like, "Whoa!" And I didn't want to do it, and I did it, and it come through. So I don't know. Maybe you should ride with us.
We
live.
did good.
You just gotta feel
I'm
like
stuck.
once I get a feel for the game, I can tell you what the fuck's gonna happen. But it's like this whole like you're not watching the game, and then fucking you turn the game on and there's fucking no O line play at all. Like, oh, where the fuck are the fucking Miami's O line? They've been throwing the ball all year, and now they can't fucking protect Tua. Like,
yep, that eye test.
Once you get your eyes on them, it's pretty easy to tell.
So here's what I got for Saturday. I'm gonna start off with my Friday picks. So Friday I took UTSA and Middle Tennessee over 62.5. That line jumped up to 66. So a lot of people are hitting that over now. I got the over in at 62.5. I hit this bit. I placed this bet either last night or the night before. Both teams, terrible defenses. Both teams like to score. Middle Tennessee just beat Miami, and they're going home now. So this might be a hangover game for them. That's why I'm not picking them straight up. I'm just picking the over. My next game I got is Washington minus 2.5. They are facing, I got it right here actually. They're facing UCLA in UCLA. UCLA sucks. They're 4-0, but that home environment is not an actual home environment, and Washington's defense and quarterback is good. So I'm taking that as well. Next bet I got is Kentucky and Ole Miss under. Both teams have two top defenses in the league. That's a high over-under. Their offenses are good, but their defenses are better. So I love that under at 53.5 for a college game. A lot of people are against this, but I'm actually for it. I'm going North Carolina, favored by 9.5. They are facing, I lost it. I think they're facing not Syracuse. We'll find it here. Virginia Tech. Thank you. Virginia Tech sucks donkey dick. Don't worry about them. Virginia Tech's awful. They're 2-2. Their quarterback sucks. Their defense sucks. North Carolina's home. North Carolina loves to score, even though they don't have a defense either. Their defense is trash. But with Virginia Tech's quarterback being trash, I love it. So I'm taking that one as well. The next one I have is Duke minus 3. They got their ass kicked by Kansas last week. I think they're going home now, and they love to score. Fucking who are they facing? I'm scrolling through like the fucking ESPN app. There you go. Virginia. Virginia also sucks. They're known for their defenses. Their defense sucks this year too. Another one 2-2. So I like that at minus 3. The line change at minus 2.5 doesn't affect me. I don't care. And then I think this is my final one I have here is Oregon minus 17 against Stanford. Oregon is home. Stanford is awful. They've been awful this year. They were awful last year, so I'll take the minus 17. I think Oregon barely squeezed out last week. They didn't cover last week, but this week they will. So those are my picks. Again, I have 2 Friday night games and then 1 in every time slot for Saturday. So I like that a lot. Nate, you have a pick for college football this week. Let me hear it.
Yeah, Michigan minus 11. I think we're getting a nice little price on Michigan because they didn't cover an absurd number last week. It was like 47-54 or some bullshit. So Iowa doesn't score. You're asking like the number 4 program in the country to beat a team that doesn't score by 10. So I'm there.
Iowa doesn't score, but they also face terrible offensive teams. I feel like by the time Saturday comes around, I'm gonna look at myself in the mirror and go, "Why am I doing not betting on Michigan?" And then I'm gonna end up betting on it. But like, it scares me for some reason. I feel like this is a trap. I don't think they're gonna lose. I just don't know if they'll fucking cover. But it's stupid for me to ask that. I'm getting in my own head about it. That's why I stayed away from it.
10 and they're playing a team that doesn't score.
Right. I know. I feel you. Exactly. Their defense is decent. Iowa's defense is decent. I will say that. But their offense is
but
trash.
They haven't faced anybody like Michigan. That's the issue.
You're absolutely right. But the only reason why, again, I'm getting in my own head about it. That's why I kept it off my board. I keep like
Where is it at?
trying to find it. It's in Iowa.
Okay, I saw Iowa play Iowa State. Like, supposed to be their biggest rival. Like, I watched the fuck out of that game.
That was a bad game to watch too.
Yeah, it rained and shit. But like, if Michigan's the big dog like they claim to be, they're gonna fucking strip pump. That's my boy Nate likes to say. This Iowa team. There's poor little children in that hospital. At least they'll get to see a fucking real team play for once. Michigan's gonna beat the fuck out of them. It's not gonna be pretty. I can't think of the kid's name. McCarthy, JJ McCarthy, is that his name for Michigan?
Yeah. McNamara or McCarthy. There's two of them.
Yeah, there's two of them.
Yeah. So he was balling out every time I've seen a highlight of him. The Big House is going to be rocking all season. I think they'll be one of our college football playoff teams. We'll see. But Iowa doesn't stand a chance, I don't think.
I know. I'm just getting in my own head. That's why I left it away. I'm glad someone did pick it, though. Honestly. Like, for real. It's just, you have to. You have to. We have Bushwood Golf Shack in the chat. Eric's in here. He goes, hey, guys. And he goes, I guess I should put a hoodie on, too. Yeah, we're all wearing hoodies. We're all hoodied up. You know,
hoodie season.
We're back. You can smell that crisp fall in the air. All right, so I think that's it for picks. D, did you have any you wanted to throw out there?
Auburn's playing LSU. LSU would be the smart pick. That's why I didn't put it on there, because I would be a homer and pick Auburn. But we've been playing Robbie Anderson, the kid from Oregon, so hopefully he does a little better than fucking TJ Finley. USC versus Arizona State, minus 25. I'll take that. I know it's a huge number. Arizona State's full of a bunch of fucking snakes. I guess their coaching staff was leaking shit to opponents to get Herm fired. So how can you get your players to play for you when you like got their coach fired? Like, I don't know. Maybe the players wanted it, but if the players did want it, I still don't think they can fuck with USC. So minus 25 for USC. Florida State, I think, will win. They're playing Wake Forest. It'll be a really good game. I don't think they'll cover, but I think Florida State money line. And for our boy Dalton, Mississippi State minus 4 against Texas A&M. Upset the fucking ranked team, SEC opponent. Just let's get Mississippi State back again, bro.
And they're home. Mississippi State's home.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, let's get them rocking. Let's get them back. Let's get the fans excited. Let's get some nudes from Dalton this Saturday night. Right, that's my goal. So we'll see if we get there.
All right, like the picks. Really like the Mississippi State pick. All right, boys. So let's get into records now before we get into the games for the weekend. So these records are all in all records for the podcast. We'll go to NFL records here later. But here are the records for last week and for the month of September. So last episode, I believe I didn't knock this out of order. I might have, though. Who the fuck knows? I don't think this is in order. We're just going to keep it going. I went 11-13. Darren went 10-10, and Nate went 10-6. So Nathan has the winning record last week. Again, Nate 10-6. How do you feel, man?
Nice being the one who fucking told you guys all these bets that didn't matter. We finally get to football season. You guys are being dumb bitches still. I'm winning. Feels good on the top.
D, including NFL and college, you got a nice little even 500 there at 10-10. What you think? You made
2 weeks in a row, 500. Yeah. No, I'm over this shit. I'm tired of being either make me a fucking loser or make me a fucking winner. Like, I'm tired of riding, and the gambling gods may curse me for that and make me a fucking loser for life. But riding this wave of like mediocrity, like, no thanks, bro. Either let me know my role, okay? I don't want to be like, oh, sometimes you can ride me or sometimes you don't. Either fade me or fucking ride. Yeah. That's what I want to be.
I get that. But yeah, I again, college, I kind of split the board last week on the podcast. Actual gambling was bad. As far as NFL goes, it was not a good week for me. So it is what it is. But all right, so that's the records for last episode. As far as for the month, Nate gets the belt now. Again, I didn't fix this part of the slide. It is what it is. Nate now gets the belt. He's 28-26. I am 42-43. I'm 1 L away from being 500. And Darren, you're 27-36. So Nate is now 2 games over 500.
Nate, fuck you, Nate.
Oh, holy shit!
Keep those receipts, Nate. Keep those receipts.
Yeah, just thinking back to the last couple months where I've been called a dumbass, fucking shitty better. Just thinking back.
No, I don't think anything's gonna change that. But good for you, buddy. Good for you. You did it. You fucking did it.
Fucking told you.
He called this shot and he fucking hit.
I'm about to go hit up Vegas Dave so I can fucking take the lead.
You pay $75,000 for his pick or what? Hopefully that guy falls off a fucking bridge.
Jesus.
In
Love
game.
it.
I'm back.
Eric says in the chat, yeah, Nate. Okay. All right. You're out here, Nate.
Now if I could only win a fucking pick'em, Eric. I've been sucking ass at those.
Yeah, I've been taking too many risks in that one, and I've been doing great in college pick'em with Dalton. And then last week I was like, fuck it, I feel the risk. And it showed in my gambling bets. I fucking fell hard in Dalton's college pick'em. It is what it is. You got to learn from your mistakes. But all right, so this week, boys, I am excited to see the Shut the Fuck Up. I'm excited for you guys to shut the fuck up. I already expressed mine when it came out, when it happened earlier this week, but I'm going to do it again. So I'm up first. I'm going to take a nice good swig of this. Let's get to it, boys. Okay, so my Shut the Fuck Up for the week. It brings me with a heavy heart. It really does. I don't want to do this, but I feel like I have to. I have to do it, and this is the first time I've done it, so I'm going to do it. It's the Pat McAfee show. It pisses me off that, and Darren can attest, that game between Rodgers and Brady was awful Sunday. It was bad. It was so bad. But he opens up Monday spending 15 minutes just talking about Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. Bro, you say you don't hold his water. You hold his water and his dick. Like, you have a great show. Don't make it all about the one MVP quarterback you were able to land on your show every week. And I respect it. If you get an MVP quarterback, you don't want to be on his bad side. I understand that. I'm not against that. But you don't have to suck him off week after week to completion. It's so bad. And then, like, you can save all that talk about that terrible game for Tuesday when you talk to him. Because there was plenty other... Listen, this last week of NFL slate wasn't the best considered the past couple weeks. It was good, but it wasn't the best. But you don't have to talk about the absolute worst game of the week. Other than Sunday and Monday Night Football, which that's a whole nother topic, just to fucking suck off Aaron for no reason. I love the show. I love what they do. I love the new Thunderdome he's made, but you went way out of your way to suck this man off for no reason. He did not do great. He should be suspended for cheating off the Jumbotron, but that's a different story. Like, awful
Jail.
on his part. Yeah, jail, thank you. Yes, yeah. Shout out to Big Cal on that one. He was the first one, the whistleblower. But I mean, like, this made no sense to talk about him for 15 fucking minutes. And then before they finished recapping all the games of NFL that same Monday, he went back to them after recapping like 3 other games for another 20 minutes. Like, there's no reason. We know you're in love with him. You say you don't hold his water, but you fucking do. So my Shut the Fuck Up is the Pat McAfee show when it comes to Aaron Rodgers. Again, great show, but you're ruining it with that shit. It's fucking awful. That's my Shut the Fuck Up. Darren, I know you're feeling something, so go ahead and say it.
No, dude. I mean, like, I get it would rub you the wrong way seeing the guy who fucking kicked your team's ass every year
Okay.
for most of your life get fucking stroked off like for 15 minutes. But no, I mean, he could have waited and opened up with the Colts beating the fucking Chiefs since he's an Indy guy.
That's a great example.
That would have been my play.
Yep.
And I'm a Packers guy. Like, I'd love to hear about the Packers in here, but it's like, if you're a Colts player, ex-player, Colts guy, like, you love Irsay, like, lead off with, after you've been shitting on them all year. I mean, he's been trying to hype them up, but they've been sucking, so he's had to shit on them. So after shitting on them, let's fucking hype them up after they fucking beat arguably the best team in the AFC. So I get where you're coming from, but Rodgers is controversial, so like people will fucking like to talk about him, whether they shit on him or like to support him. So talking about him will get the fucking meter going. So like all the people who hate him, at the beginning of the show, like, oh, fuck you, blah, 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 let me type in, let me call in, let me fucking keep watching so I can see, like, so he's pulling the ESPN shit, and I hate to say it, bro, but, and you may not agree with this, but ever since he's moved to the Thunderdome, I haven't liked the show as much.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
you're right.
Like,
and he said it too. He said it too. So I was watching something today. I was watching the pod, and he said like whatever day they recorded the pod, he said that was the first like episode that felt real because they didn't have all these construction people around working on it at the same time they were doing it. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I know what you're saying, like that he's doing the ESPN shit like they do with the Cowboys, but the problem is with a show like YouTube like that is that all it did for me was just turn it off. Like I turned it off, and then I waited till the show was over. I rewatched and I just skipped ahead. I just kept skipping ahead. I skipped a good, I'm not kidding, like an hour and 20 out of a 3-hour show. Like that's all it made me do. So it's fine. It's whatever. But like, and again, I don't blame you for wanting to talk about your MVP quarterback guest that you have weekly. Like that's a privilege. It's lucky. But at the same time, like your team, your Colts beat the Chiefs undefeated. And you were there to watch it. That could be the thing you lead off with. And
yeah, he was actually there, like at the game, so that's what's different. But the one thing I will say for like his like why he's so hyped up is like it's the GOAT Bowl, like Battle of the Goats or whatever. But anybody in their right mind would have picked the Bucks. Like it's just Rodgers never wins there, so it was a big deal that they won. But still, he could have won 100 different ways. And it didn't need to be 15 minutes, especially on Monday. It could have been Tuesday.
But the game was trash itself, though. It's not like there was like
a
huge play or a huge this.
Good.
Right. I think D had a. Okay.
No, it's just first half he was good. Couldn't be found the second half. So I don't. The hype around the game is bullshit because the defense played great the whole fucking game until it fucking mattered. So they almost gave the game away. Brady fucked up and delayed the game, or else it would have been a guaranteed 2-point conversion and would have went to overtime. And Rodgers hadn't done shit that whole half, so literally he got lucky. Like, and that's from a Packers fan. Like, I thought the game was over as soon as the Bucks scored a touchdown.
But so even if the Bucks end up winning it, I would say the Bucks got lucky because that game was just gross. Like I would have said about either winner.
Though. Let me tell you what the media would fucking say if the Bucks won that game.
All right.
Okay. The greatest of all time does it again. Last second comeback. Blah 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 blah. Like literally, Brady would have been stroked off so hard by every media outlet in the world. So especially against Aaron Rodgers, like
knocks off the reigning MVP.
Yes, bro. Like so, like. I get where McAfee comes from for sucking him off because if it was the other way around, everybody would have sucked off Brady just because, he's fighting through turmoil, losing his wife, but still winning on the field. Like, it would have been fucking everywhere, bro. Like, so I get your shut the fuck up, though.
Yeah.
Like, let's make it a Colt. I mean, let's make it at every team. Like, what was the best performance of the week?
I would say the game I would lead off with, Darren, like dead ass serious, other than you being at the Colts Stadium, the first game I'd lead off with it would be Bills and Dolphins. Because that was like a crazy ending. It was like they ran out of time and then the OC fucking
divisional game.
Right.
Divisional game. And elements are playing a part. Fucking Tua gets knocked out. Like that was the best 1:00 game there was.
Yes,
bro.
And that's why I'm saying like I would lead off with that, but instead we were gonna. And again, I know it's your quarterback, but he's gonna lead off with sucking him off for 15 minutes in a boring game. So that's my shut the fuck up. But Darren, let's lead you into yours. What's your shut the fuck up?
My shut the fuck up is all the stupid ass fucking Raiders fans from from California to Las Vegas because. Week 1, I couldn't hear shit, but look at the fucking Raiders. Look at Devontae Adams. He's got all these yards. Look at the Packers receivers, blah, blah, blah. They're fucking putting up graphics, everything. Like, Packers are nothing without Devontae. Devontae's so great. Going from Hall of Famer to Hall of Famer, blah, blah, blah. I get it, bro. Cool. You went to play with your pal. But it ain't fucking worked out. And, like, what was he, number 5? Selling jersey or some shit? Like, I think he was the number 1 non-quarterback jersey. Like, he was just, the Raider fans were just sucking this guy so hard. And he scores. He scores every week. It doesn't fucking matter. Your team fucking is garbage. You had a special teams coach, a guy that's our special teams coach. He's not even qualified to be our defense coordinator, offense coordinator, nothing. We say, hey, bud, you can come coach special teams. He did better than the fucking guy they're hiring. The fucking Josh McDaniels, Mr. I shit on the Colts. They're fucking cursed, bro. The Raiders will be cursed because of who they got as coach, because they fired John Gruden over bullshit. Like, it's just... I can't wait to hear whatever excuse, because I picked the Raiders this week. Spoiler alert. But because I think they need to fucking win. But I do not, if they lose, I cannot wait to hear what comes out of the Raiders fans, bro. Because there's no excuse to start 0-4 with that team. No excuse at all. You got the number one receiver, supposedly. Oh, it goes from Hall of Famer to Hall of Famer. What Hall of Famer, bitch? Who's the backup? Peterman? I don't know.
No,
who the
but
backup is.
Bears have Peterman.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
Like, I don't know what Hall of Famer he's fucking talking about, but it ain't Josh McDaniels. It ain't Derek Carr. Raiders fans, shut the fuck up. Go snort some fucking blow and fucking gamble in the casinos. I don't fucking know what to tell you. Your team's trash.
So Eric in the chat says Darren's still bitter about the Packers losing Adams.
We're fine. We got a fucking rookie that's coming out here on the Bucks. Great defense. The Bucks have a great defense. I am not taking anything away from them, but they're letting Dobbs do shit on them, bro. So I'm not saying he's Devontae Adams, but we're gonna get by. We have ways to get by. The Raiders just added a number one weapon and are doing worse than they did last year.
So that I know Nate asked me, he goes, I don't want this as my shut the fuck up. If D has it, I told him you don't have it. So Nate, what's your shut the fuck up?
Well, I don't really have one anymore. D started.
I didn't think you'd go that hard into it. Yeah, I thought you had
mine
something
was
else.
Devontae, D. I was gonna go to battle for you. I was gonna get all fucking pissed off, and I can't really. You sort of handled this, so I mean, I'll just talk about the quote where he says all the Green Bay people will definitely still be on that, trying to compare the stats and all that, but we're not doing this thing for stats at the end of the day. Well, Devontae, I don't know what the fuck you're doing it for then, because it sure as fuck ain't wins either. So, like, that's a tough, like, as the kids say, hold this fucking L, man. Like, you fucked up. You fucked up big time going to this piece of shit fucking silver and gold new stadium franchise.
You know how much more expensive it is for him to live there? Like, to operate day to day for his kid, for his girl, for his vehicles, for every fucking thing, bro. Like, yeah, you're closer to family, you're playing with your buddy, but Aaron told him what the plan was, bro. Like, hey, I'm going to play for a couple more years. And they offered him similar, I think more money. If not the same, a little bit more, just to cover some bullshit. So it's just, like, you're not playing for stats, but how come you have a touchdown every game and your team's not winning? Your team was winning without you. That team was winning without you. Without you being the focal fucking point. And now you're the focal point. Yeah, Renfro gets a touchdown or catch here or there. Darren Waller can't fucking hold on to shit. I don't know what the fuck his problem is. Maybe they need to let him get back on the strip. I don't fucking know, bro.
That's cool.
Bro, I got him in fantasy. And I was hyped. I'm like, I got a Mark Andrews, a George Kittle type guy, and I don't. He has been non-existent. And when Devontae wasn't there, he was the fucking superstar tight end of the league. So what's going on?
Also,
if only you would have traded for Pat Freiermuth before, like, shipped them off for Tua. You could have offered Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah,
you would have won that one though.
I'm thinking it's the old story is true, or the old wise tale, or fucking legend. Every Belichick disciple sucks. Like, literally. Bill O'Brien, fucking, what's the D coordinator that went to the Lions? Patricia. McDaniels when he was with the Broncos. Like, yeah, he took fucking, didn't he have Tebow, or did he get fired before Tebow?
I got a quick question for you. No, he had Tebow. I got a quick question for you. Would you consider, and again, I'm just
asking me fantasy.
No, it's not fantasy. Oh. Shut the fuck up. Would you consider? I know he wasn't under Belichick as a coaching tree, but as a player, and then he also was a assistant coach under O'Brien, Vrabel. Okay.
No.
I'm asking you. I don't consider him now. I'm just curious to think what you think of that.
Because he did his coaching on his own.
But he did it under O'Brien.
Yeah,
Who
but
was
who knows
under?
how involved O'Brien was. O'Brien was probably like, "Hey, I'm the head coach. Y'all do this shit
Yeah.
on game day. You listen to me."
Right.
Who knows, bro?
Just
Obviously,
curious.
he wasn't. JJ Watt tried to fight him, bro. Let's not forget that shit, dog. Like, if a player's trying to fight you, you must not have any respect at all.
When you were talking about Darren Waller, Eric says in the chat, A-Rob is the same for him. That's Nathan's guy. He loves Allen Robinson. Lay off.
Holy cow. That ball that just right here.
Mhm.
A-Rob.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Also, we talked about it earlier this week, Darren. I know you and I mentioned it to each other. Including college, Devontae and Derek Carr have 8 straight games passing touchdowns. He received a passing touchdown from Derek Carr. It's like 8 or 10 straight games.
So, Nate, this was what I said to him about their connection. Derek Carr, player or brother of an NFL player, Devontae Adams led the nation in receiving yards that year, okay? But what noise was that team making? No one was clamoring, oh, this dark horse, Fresno State. No one was talking about them. Yeah, you put up numbers, but you don't fucking win. So
Yeah, I'd like to see how many of those games resulted in wins, Blake. Do you have that stat?
No, I don't. I'm
Thanks for being prepared.
I mean, they weren't like we might
Maybe a
slide into the
softball.
bucket. Like, I don't even think they got any big bowl games, bro. Like,
all I know is shout out to Devontae Adams on my fantasy team. He's getting me a touchdown every week.
no, he does. He's scoring, bro. He's putting up numbers, but at what cost? Like, you could see him getting frustrated out there. It was hot as fuck wherever they were playing. I can't remember.
Who did they face? Oh, Tennessee last week.
Yeah, but it was hot there, bro. It looked super hot, and he was getting frustrated, bro. And it's just like all of it. Like, no one forced him out. Like, I just don't. He wasn't in a bad spot. Even if we weren't making it to the Super Bowl, he was getting all the numbers in the world, and we were winning games.
Right. Kind of.
We were like.
Sure.
We didn't
Not
have
important
a fucking
ones.
But... Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
But
this was the year.
not against the 49ers, but
defense is there, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, it would have been interesting this year.
Yeah, I honestly think if you, I'm not
If they do a trade back, I'd love to see that, bro. Like, I'd love to see the tail tucked. It just, I'm back.
I'm not kidding though. If he would have stayed, like, it would have been a serious problem. Like, I'm not like, you finally got the defense fortified, bearing injuries, whatever have you, but you finally got the defense fortified. You have Devontae as your main anchor. Lazard sucks. I don't care what you say. The rest of the rookies are unproven.
He does not suck,
all right.
bro.
Anyways,
like, I'm not saying
all right.
I'm not
okay.
saying he's not even Sterling Shepard, but he does not suck, bro.
Shepard's better than Lazard.
Shepard's good. He just can't stay healthy.
Right.
Shepard
Lazard just sucks. Healthy. But your running back core is good. Okay.
Okay, bro. Lazard would be a number 2. Lazard, if New England had Lazard, they'd be thankful, bro. Real deal.
They wouldn't care. They run the ball anyways. It doesn't matter.
Because they don't have anyone to throw to.
No, because Mac Jones can't throw. That's all I'm saying.
Devontae Adams, bro, like, it just...
Oh, look at that. Eric in the chat. He dropping stats. Devontae was 20-6 at Fresno.
You're only there 4 years. If that.
All right.
Losing 6 games in 4 years, that's not good.
So let's move
that competition with an NFL quarterback and an NFL receiver.
So, do you guys have anything else on Devontae before we move along here? We'll start getting into like the week.
Think if Devontae could have mentored Dobbs. Not even mentored, but just Dobbs could see what Devontae did for Aaron. So it's like, oh, okay, this is what Aaron wants. Like, I can mirror this.
You're right. That mentorship would have been a real Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers kind. So I respect it.
All our receivers show love to each other, bro. It's not like the Favre fit.
Yeah, if only Rodgers showed them love, that'd be great.
Hey, if your quarterback showed your receivers love in the end zone, maybe y'all, or just in the field in general, like maybe y'all would be better off.
2-1.
Yeah,
2-1.
thanks, Nate. Eric said Devontae was 2 years at Fresno.
Unlike Big Cat, I will not apologize for being 2-1.
Yeah,
Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon, yeah, Tutty. Was that
First touchdown?
Yeah, first touchdown. Nate. You had
I
Higgins.
should've-
You had
yeah,
Higgins.
Yeah, no, I know. No shit, you fucking dickhead.
Oh my
I
god.
tried to speak for you and say Mixon, and you're like, oh, he hasn't scored.
He was minus like 250 for a
Wait,
touchdown.
I got a question. Which one of you guys was facing Ethan? One of you guys say you're
Neither
facing
of
Ethan?
us.
Okay. TJ. You're
I'm
facing
facing
TJ?
TJ. He's 0-3, bro.
Oh, Nate's got Adam. I got Luke. I'm afraid this is that classic story where I might get mine. So
This is an ultimate
Luke got
Jersey
lucky
battle.
last week,
it's a
bro.
great Jersey game. Great Jersey
This is
game.
a Jersey game if I've ever
I
seen
hate that
one.
they both have white helmets. Like,
Yeah,
can
I
we
was
not
thinking
do
that too, but I don't mind it. If the more you watch it, the more because the black stripes across, I don't mind it.
Give the Dolphins an orange helmet, bro. Like,
That'd be kind of
why
sick.
would that not be fucking
That'd be kind of
awesome?
sick. Yeah. Yeah.
You would need more orange in the jersey, though. There's not enough orange in the jersey. Maybe the numbers orange.
Or if you had like a teal helmet, but you made the orange circle pop behind the dolphin, like the classic logo.
Holy fuck, beast! Did you see the zombie?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
All right, boys, we're gonna move along here to the week. Okay, so let's do NFL records based off last week and also for overall so far. So last week, Nate went 10-6. I went 7-9, but Darren went 8-8. So Nate at 10-6 last week. Again, the same reflection on his record. Look at him sit there, you fucking brick. All right, for the year of 2022, Nate is ahead of everyone, 26-23. Darren and I are tied at 21-28. It's tough.
I'm just
I'll bounce
like
back.
Conor McGregor sitting in that chair as Floyd throws all that money, that gift, that's me right now. Just sitting here.
The fact that you're only 5 wins ahead, I'm not that worried about it.
I mean, 5 wins. Why don't you win a lock?
Yeah, I knew that was the next question. I don't know why I can't. I think karma gods really fucking hate me. I think that's absolutely what it is. That's the one stat I was able to tote after last year, and it fucked me. It fucked me so bad. Eric in the chat says, go Nate's, and he has the beers clinging emoji. So Nate out here running it. Nate called this shot, and right now he's hitting it. So let's hope Nate does a pop fly out to the warning track and fucks us up. So let's see.
To mention home runs and shit like that, would you guys have jumped off of that fucking terrace to get that home run ball? I think I would have.
Yeah, I would have, honestly.
I think I would have broken just about every bone in my body. That's $1 million ball.
You know why I would have done it? I was going to say the same thing, because the ball would have paid for the medical injuries. So
yeah, I got insurance.
Yeah, well, mine's okay.
I didn't even see it.
So the tying home run ball that Aaron Judge hit, it like went right in front of the fans, and they could have jumped forward and jumped off the ledge to grab it, but they didn't. They just watched it. And Nate, I don't know if this is true or not, but apparently the guy that had the best chance, his real name, I don't know if this is true, or like his nickname is Frankie Lasagna. Did you hear this?
Of course.
Yeah, I don't know if it's real, but I believe it because it's New York. That's the only reason why I believe it.
Well, they were in Toronto.
Well, I'm saying he was a Yankee fan.
Oh, he was in full Blue Jays shit.
Oh, then if it was a Frankie
People
Lasagna,
are fucking with you, yeah.
if it was Frankie Lasagna as a Blue Jays fan, I'd be even better.
You didn't see that, D?
No, but what's the record?
61. He tied it.
61.
Oh, so how many more games does he have?
8.
Oh, so why'd he say it was a relief to fucking tie him? Like, what the fuck, bitch? I hope this motherfucker comes out as roided up, bro. I honestly.
So I want to quickly, while we're talking about it, I want to get onto this topic here because Higgins was just boiling my blood a little bit in my chat the other day. When I was
I don't want to hear shit. Don't ever disrespect me looking like a Raiders fan, bro. Like I don't want to hear it from Higgins.
So no, it's not about the Raiders. It's about the Yankees. Okay. So he was talking. So he's talking about he had a chance to go to the Pujols game for the home run, whatever, right? The Pujols home run. Here, hold on, Nate. Before you say anything, I said, who cares? He's doing steroids, but good for you for going. Just like it's cool that if you're able to go to that game, but he's doing steroids. And he goes, you can't say that. He's not doing steroids. I'm like, bro. You're telling me Albert Pujols is not doing steroids, a roided ball? How does a guy that's this old suck for 5 years straight and then 1 year just says, I'm going to re-sign with the team I want to retire with, and starts popping home runs. How does that fucking happen?
And he's been irrelevant for like 7 years in Los Angeles.
Right.
Yeah, he got that
both for the
monster
Dodgers
contract,
and the
bro.
Angels.
Right. So like you're telling me he's not doing steroids, and then he said so. And then Higgins said in my chat, he goes, "So what? You think Aaron Judge is doing steroids?" I'm like, I don't care if he is or he isn't. Like I don't care. I know you saw it, D. I was watching you. I was like, I don't care if Judge is or isn't, but if you told me he is, like, fine, I don't care. But like, I wouldn't be shocked. Like steroids and baseball, I'm here for it. I don't give a fuck. I really
Everybody,
don't care.
juice up.
Yeah, juice up.
Fucking go. I want
Let's hit
your
the
neck
homers.
fucking as wide as a fucking tire, bro. Like, let's go.
I think the pitching's getting better, and steroids would make it more fun for the hitters. Let's do it. I don't fucking care.
Bro, I legit, like, I thought this was hilarious. Like 2 weeks ago, I was picking up tape from school. No, I was dropping them off in the morning, and I saw Kyle Ryan dropping off his kids on a golf cart, and I'm like, that's so fucking funny, bro. Like, just legit, just living a normal life, but then going to like Wrigley and fucking pitching innings. Like, that is so nuts to me, bro.
I was always kind of hoping that like some way, somehow, that like I'd pass and be like, we went to the same fucking high school. Isn't that crazy? I just think that'd be hilarious.
I'm sure, like, if you get tickets by the, like, I don't know how Wrigley is, but can you get seats by the bullpen?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's the bleachers. Yeah.
Yeah. If you could yell at them, like, I went to Arbandale. Oh,
yeah. Sign this ball. Throw it down to him. Yeah.
Damn, two almost threw a pick, bro. Fucking tip balls.
Relax.
Come on, man.
Relax. All right. Shall we continue with the NFL then, boys? Let's get to it. Let's get back to these picks while this game's going on. All right. Week 4 picks. Nate, again, is leading the slate for us. We already got our Thursday night football picks out of the way. If you haven't seen it, just go back in the video and watch it. But those are already out there. So let's go ahead with the London game, boys. Vikings Saints. Vikings are 2-1. Saints are 1-2. The favorite right now is the Vikings -3. Over-unders at 43.5. D, we're starting off with you again. What do you got?
Vikings money line. The Vikings should shit pump this team, but it's fucking like the Saints are dog shit. Jameis isn't practicing, but it's London. Crazy ass shit happens. Probably ride the under in this game is my gut feeling, but I'm gonna stay away from that and just go Vikings money line because crazy shit happens. So that would mean the Saints would win, but I'm not gonna overthink it. Better team should win. Vikings. Justin Jefferson fucking doing some sipping tea or some like London shit as a celebration. I can already see it already. Adam Thielen building a bigger fan base across the world. There's no way the Saints win this game, bro. Slant boy ain't fucking built for traveling overseas and producing.
This is a classic slant boy's gonna get hurt game because he always misses. Like by week 4 he gets hurt, and this one's in London. This is a storyline for it. So
and he'll blame it on that.
Yeah.
NFL should make us travel to places that aren't used to football.
Mm-hmm. All right, Nate. What about you, bud?
Does this count? For my clarification, does this count as a primetime game?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, what?
Wouldn't you? What? This would be primetime in London time. It's its own time. No other games are playing at this time.
I guess it's the only game that we're gonna get to watch.
It's not like I'm like, oh yeah, I want. It's not like I want it to be primetime. I would honestly think it counts as primetime. I really do. Or you're saying because of Kirk Cousins?
Kirk Cousins.
But hey, it's overseas, so
if
it's backwards.
Nobody's watching at 8:00.
But Nate,
does that make it primetime?
Nate, remember, over in London they drive backwards, so then you're reverse logic. You know what I'm saying? So like maybe he's good in London. You know.
Vikings -3.
Okay. Oh my God.
They
don't
know
they
like
use aluminum foil there. How's he gonna grill steaks?
Oh my God! Drop touchdown. That was awful.
That was perfect.
That's a running back. Why you got a fucking running back out there? Come on.
That's stupid. That's so dumb.
Say the fucking British people can't cook anything, so they're Kirk Cousins putting steak in tinfoil. He's probably a god to them, like a culinary god, you know. So
trash.
Maybe he's amongst his people, you know.
So do you? So were you worried about the primetime stat? Is that it?
Yeah,
of course.
You like
yeah,
that
primetime Kirk Cousins. Fuck that.
Okay. My bet. Listen, it's
They're kicking it. This isn't how you win games.
Bengals cover -4.
all right. So here it is.
I bet.
End it now. End the game now. We don't want to see anymore.
Yep, game over.
Out of the last 10 games in London, the under is hit 6 out of 4 times. It's in London. These teams suck. I'm going under 43.5. And here's the thing too. Jameis has 4 fractures in his back. I think Minnesota's going to do all the scoring if anyone's going to do scoring. I got the under. I love it. So that's my pick.
Someone just dropped Taysom Hill, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
It had to be Dalton. It had to be Dalton.
This is prime time.
Yeah, it was Paul.
Jameis is hurt.
Oh, Paul?
Yeah, it was Paul. Yeah. Can you let me ask you? Could you have started Taysom at tight end and gotten quarterback points for him?
Yeah, if he gets to throwing, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That's about how that goes. He's not going to make my team because I'm already good enough without him. But your team's dog shit. You might want to pick him up.
Oh yeah, bro. We tied, motherfucker.
I didn't say you. I said E.
He said E,
Oh,
son of a
Or E.
Darren's ready for the offensive. Like, you want to keep talking that shit?
Or just maybe you think your team sucks, man. You were ready for that.
Jesus
I'm projecting.
Christ.
I'm projecting my thoughts.
Darren, relax.
My team sucks. I know they're talking about me. I hear them whispering.
Fuck, oh my God.
I'll show them.
All right. So anything else in this game that you guys got? We're going to move along. The London game, it is what it is. Make sure.
It's wonky. Just make sure you lock in your bets, like any
that's what I
player
was gonna say.
props or anything before you go to sleep that night. Like when you're faded Friday or Saturday night after you lost college bets, fucking bet that game so you can wake up and eat breakfast and watch a bet.
I know that wasn't direct, but that felt direct towards me, so thank you, Darren.
I need a big Dalvin game.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that, bro. Vikings by 1 million. Fucking fuck Kamara.
Wait.
Like,
Cook got hurt last week, though, didn't he?
Yeah, but
what's new? What's fucking?
He's
new?
not
God.
questionable on ESPN anymore.
Oh, so he practiced okay? Because I know that Mattinson, like, he didn't come back, and Madison got that touchdown. Eric says in the chat when talking about Taysom Hill, he goes, "No, I had him last year, and I could not get the points."
Yeah, he's not questionable anymore.
Right. I only asked that because he didn't get put back into the game. Okay. All right.
Full participant in Thursday's practice.
So as Darren said, make sure you lock this bet in Saturday night before you go to bed because most likely you're not going to wake up for it. So good call on that one, D, especially if you're doing the confidence pools, even though your pool should have already been set by now for the night's game. So, okay, let's go ahead and go to the next game, boys. Next game on the docket, fucking pull this up again. It's the Commanders versus the Cowboys. Cowboys are 2-1. Commanders 1-2. Dallas is favored -3.5. Over under set at 41.5. Nate, start us off.
I actually think this is a massive drop-off game for the Cowboys after a pretty big win, I think, over the Giants. As sick as it makes me, I'm picking the Commanders 3.5.
Okay. So
I don't think Carson Wentz can be as bad as he was last week. Being Carson Wentz, I understand that he's awful, but I just don't think I think this week's a bounce back week for them, and I think it's a massive trap for the fucking Cowboys.
So I thought one thing I'm glad about with Joe Buck and Troy Aikman going to ESPN is the fact that when they went to ESPN, I'd never been a Joe Buck fan, so I don't have to listen to him because I can watch the Manning cast. So I watched the whole Manning cast that Monday night, and they
Was it good?
It was actually pretty fucking good. And Eli, being a big Giants guy, he pointed out that their right tackle for the Giants, I think his name is Reef. They said before the game even started, like, this is their main concern, and he was getting ran over by Micah Parsons, Lawrence, and I want to be clear, those guys are beasts, but like Daniel Jones couldn't do shit because his right tackle was constantly gone. When they put a tight end on him, he wouldn't help as much. When they put a running back on to help out the right tackle, wouldn't help as much. So like it was fucking bad for them from the start. All right, Mixon, I see you out there. But that defense is not to be played with. I really think the Cowboys defense is pretty good. I'm not saying Cooper Rush is the guy. I'm just saying like that defense for them is so good, and I understand that they let Diggs take a lot of risk, but their line and the pressure they put on quarterbacks is great. Plus the fact that Carson Wentz was getting sacked, I think like 8 times in the first half last week. I could be completely wrong, but he was getting pressured nonstop last week from the Eagles. I think that pressure that the Cowboys put are better than the Eagles defense. And I'm saying that owning the Eagles defense for fantasy, I like the Cowboys -3.5 simply because of the defense. I don't care what the offense does. I just think that if Wentz couldn't fucking stand last week against the Eagles defense, I don't know if he's going to be able to stand against the Cowboys defense. That's the only reason why I'm picking that. Darren, your pick.
This game is going to be first half Bengals heavy, and then the Dolphins are going to come back. Watch.
They did it against the Ravens.
But, Cowboys D is great, but it's not the Eagles D. The Eagles D is fucking nuts, bro. I fear the fucking Eagles, and I haven't looked at the schedule. If the Packers play the Eagles, just go ahead and put me down for Eagles money line or minus the points. I don't give a fuck because the Eagles are a complete team. Jalen Hurts can kill you with his legs, but he doesn't need to. He will fucking throw the ball on you like a fucking surgeon. It's thick. I don't know how. I was a hater. I still don't want him to be good. Still want to hate on him. But every time I watch him, he's fucking doing something good. So, I think the Commanders falling to the Eagles is explainable. I feel like Carson Wentz has the receivers to fucking air it out on the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Commanders money line because I'm a sick fuck and I like to fucking just like feel the pain. Like if you're gonna fucking kill me painfully, I guess. The hype is with Cooper Rush. The public will be on Cooper Rush. That's why I'm going Commander. I have to go against what seems logical because it's literally what the NFL season is.
I'm 1,000% with you that the public is on Cooper. I'm only picking them because of the Cowboys defense. And again, I love the Eagles defense, but I do think the Cowboys have a slight edge over the Eagles defense as far as defenses go. And I'm saying that because it took me until Joey Bosa got hurt on, was it Joey? What's the one on the Chargers? Joey, right? Nick?
Sure. Yeah,
that's Joey.
Joey's on the Chargers.
Yep,
Joey's on the Chargers.
So it took until Joey got hurt for me to like take the guts to start the Eagles defense because they're on my bench last week. But like Dalton gave me shit for picking 2 defenses. I picked 2 studs, and now I'm starting my second one now because Joey's out. But like I love the Eagles defense, but I do think the Cowboys have a little bit better defense. And I'm not saying if Dak was back, they'd be better. I don't know what the fuck they do offensively wise, but I think that defense is good. So I'm only picking the Cowboys.
Melvin was almost there, dude.
Yeah, I saw. They're going to it right now on replay. Like you're feeling it. I know. All right. Anything else in this game, boys? Before we move along, the game in Jerry World.
Gross.
That's shitty,
All right.
bro. Whoa, what are they doing? Chill out, bro.
What are you talking about?
They got Tyreek returning punts.
Oh, is he really? No shit. All right.
All right, coach. You need to stop letting your players fucking make decisions for you, dude.
Bad podcasting right here. Eric in the chat, Parsons is better than Mac. I agree. Absolutely. Parsons is the best defensive player in the league right now.
He's like the fastest player on defense,
he's
too, I think.
Scary. He's fucking scary.
And he can play any position.
Yes.
Any fucking position.
You
know what I hate?
What?
That someone like Jerry Jones gets him. Bro.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, I was going to say the opposite. Like, I thought you were going to say, which I love that he wears number 11. I think that's so, like, he just looks fast.
The Steelers, or give Michael Parsons to the Ravens or the Bears. Just a defensive, like a fearful defensive team, bro. Like,
a defensive powerhouse, what you're saying. Like a defensive, like, known team. Yeah, I love that. That would be sick. But knowing the Bears, they trade for him when it's too late. So.
What would be the 4th defensive powerhouse? 49ers?
Who'd you name? I'm sorry. You said Bears?
Steelers, Ravens, Bears.
Steelers, Ravens, Bears. I'd say Patriots. History. I'd say Patriots. Patriots always had a good defense. Let's face it, dude. The Bill Belichick defense has always been good. Nate, and the fact that Nate shakes his head is crazy. Eric says anyone but the Packers.
So fucking gross, Blake.
It's true though. Bill's always had a good defense.
I wouldn't say the Packers at all.
He just said he just doesn't want Micah Parsons to go with the Packers. I think that he's getting at. Speaking of the Bears
49ers
Giants
would be it for me.
Seattle. All right, so Bears Giants, both teams 2-1. Giants are favored -3.5. If the lines change, these were entered this morning. It is what it is. Over unders at 39.5. I'm gonna start this one off. Listen, I can't just not Bears +3.5. I just can't not. Like I just can't. Like it is what it is. Even if the Giants fucking are favored by like 20, I don't care. I'm picking the Bears. It is what it is. And if we lose, we lose. If I die, I die. It is what it is. Like Bears plus 3.5. D, what do you got?
So why not money line then, bro?
I will, but for the sake of like getting my record back up, I need the points. So I'm not afraid to say it. It is what it is. So yeah, go ahead, D.
No, I do Bears plus the points as well.
You said plus 3. I want to make sure you're okay with that because I did put it on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever, dude. They need to start throwing the fucking ball, and I think this is the game they do it. Daniel Jones, I've made excuse after excuse after excuse for him. Like, it's over, bro. Go be a backup. Go be fucking Matt Schaub, or what's the guy that that's Matt Schaub. That was Houston's quarterback, and then went to Atlanta.
Yeah, from Atlanta.
He
went from Atlanta to Houston and back to Atlanta.
Yeah, go be Matt Schaub, bro. Like, I'm done with you, Daniel Jones. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that they disrespected Eli Manning and pushed him out for this motherfucker. No, Eli wasn't balling anymore, but you just fucking shit on a Manning for nothing. Like, for a kid that was just athletic at that.
Darren, I disagree with you. I do. I really do.
I think Daniel Jones is, he has receivers drop balls, but at the end of the day, bro, they got this kid from Florida. They don't even fucking play him. You got Saquon Barkley, who's always been injured, but now he's healthy, and they're still not doing shit. I don't need the time to build chemistry and all those excuses, blah, 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 because there's people who are coming out of college and doing it every fucking year. I'm over it, bro. The Giants owner says, I'm tired of explaining to my friends why we suck. Well, I can tell you why. You're fucking quarterback, bro.
I don't think so. I think their
you put
lines...
Joe Burrow on the Giants, they're fucking elite, bro.
I think yeah, but yeah, I agree with you on that. I'm not going to fight you on that one, but I don't think Daniel Jones is that bad. I really don't. I mean, okay, so you think he's that bad. I don't think he's that bad. Nate, you be the tiebreaker. What do you think? I don't think he's that bad. I think he's okay. You can tell me I'm wrong.
He's so athletic. He's the most athletic quarterback ever. No, he's awful. He's really bad.
Okay.
He's like, it hurts my soul, but this might be the battle of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL.
I think you're right. I do think you're right.
It hurts, but like,
I mean,
what I've been thinking lately, Blake?
Go for it.
The biggest red flag about Justin is that we all are trying to convince ourselves that like it's not an issue, that he's only throwing the ball 8 times or whatever a game. That's the biggest thing, is we're trying to convince ourselves that everything's okay. It's not. It's not. Justin's not the guy. I'm going to say it right now.
I disagree.
We'll draft another quarterback.
I don't think that's the biggest red flag for me, because I'm not convincing myself that like that's not the problem. I think the problem is that like they're not letting him throw. And I say that because they don't think he's that good. Does that make sense? Like,
I'm not got a gun to his head.
No. I think that they're calling the plays that they won't let him throw because they don't trust his arm. Like, they don't think he's that good at throwing. I don't think that.
We're all sitting around trying to make argument. You're doing it right now.
No. I'm not
doing exactly what I'm talking about.
No.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying that I think they're not letting him throw because they don't think he's good. And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that he's not good because they don't think he's good. I'm not saying he's not good because he can't throw or they're not letting him throw. I'm saying they're not letting him throw because he can't throw.
But you're doing exactly.
No, I said he can't throw. I'm saying he can't throw.
I know that. But you're trying to convince yourself like that's the problem. It's like, they're just holding him back.
No.
He's just not good.
No. I'm not saying they're holding him back. I'm saying they're not letting him throw because he can't do it. He can't pass. Like, he's not a good passer. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that they're holding him back because they're not like he's not getting the chances. I'm saying they're not letting him throw because they know it's better for their offense if he doesn't throw. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's
I get it.
And the Bears.
But you know what I'm saying?
I do.
Like, we're listening to the media, like, try and like,
yes,
give it, like,
yes.
It's like this is the biggest red flag. Is like we're all trying to convince each other that there's not a problem. You know?
Right. Like,
there's
again.
A problem.
Again, that's the thing. Is like, I'm not like I know exactly what you're saying with the media around us. Like that. Like, oh, they just need to let him throw. No, I think that's why they're not letting him throw. Like, we have the second best rushing offense in the league behind the Browns, which behind Chunt. You know what I mean? Like, if we have that good of a rushing offense, and Montgomery got hurt, sure, but Herbert's kind of a stud too. But not like an amazing guy, but he's playing in the system perfectly. I think
Herbert's better.
I do too. I really do. This year's he's proven it to me, and I think he fits our scheme way better. I think we run a good power O, but with a problem with the power O, like look at a power O. The best power O offense in the league right now is McVay's offense. But the problem with the power O is that you need to throw a lot of deep balls, and we're not doing it. And I'm not saying because they're not letting Fields do it. It's because they don't trust Fields to do it, and that makes me think that Fields can't do it. That's what I'm saying. And I think that also the problem is, and I'm not shifting blame off of Fields, but like Mooney's our star wide receiver right now. We don't have that core. Like, we need to throw the ball more to Amon-Ra, or not Amon-Ra, the other St. Brown. But the problem is, we can't get it to him because Fields can't get it to him. Fields needs to prove us wrong, like me and you, because we right now think he can't throw. That's the problem, right? Like, you and me think he can't play quarterback.
Yeah.
And
this experiment is over for me.
You can't say it's over because we have a free year. Like, this is the free year, technically. Next year is the contract year. So, like, this is the free year.
Do you see how it being the free year is almost worse, though? Because
yes.
in a free year, like, just go fucking air it out.
But be honest with me.
What could go wrong?
Right now, we're 2-1. Do you think we'd be 2-1 at the beginning of the year?
No, of course not. Of course not.
And
that, like, we haven't played anybody
trying to protect
good.
them.
And again, that could be a thing too. They're trying to protect him, but also I really think that they just don't want him to throw because he can't throw. And again, I'm saying this being a Fields fan. Like, I like Fields, and I want him to prove me wrong. Like, I want him to be a good passer, but right now he's not doing that. He's just not doing it. He's not getting. And you know what? Adam sent me this fucking tweet on Twitter. It was just one reporter. I don't know who it was. It was a sideline reporter for the Bears, like one of the official ones. He took a screenshot from when he threw his pick. It was like 10 yards ahead of the line of scrimmage, and he threw the pick right in the middle of the field. His wide receiver at the very top, nobody on him. Like, not even before he threw the ball. Like, way before he threw the ball, nobody was on him. Oh, by the way,
it's these two.
Yeah, Jesus, like Jesus Christ, Chris Collinsworth and Goodell. Of course they are. They're sucking each other off.
Hitler and fucking Gaddafi.
Yeah, it's just the worst. But I'll get to Eric. Eric asked me a question in the chat. I'll get to that in a second. But my point is, like, I want Fields to prove us wrong, but I think the coaching staff's kind of proven us right. As you and me, I'm saying you and me, like, they're proving us right.
That being said,
go for it.
Plus 3.
Thank you. I got you plus 3.5. That's what you put, right?
Yeah, plus 3.5. Yeah.
So Eric in the chat said Blake Jones or Trubisky. If he's saying Jones like Mac Jones, is that what he's saying? Or Daniel Jones?
Either. Shoot me in the head.
If it's between the two and I had to make a pick,
Field. I'd
go Daniel Jones.
They're the same player.
I would say Daniel Jones, because Daniel Jones, even if he's told not to run, he still runs it. When Mitch Trubisky, if he's told not to run, he's not going to run it. Like, that's my only difference.
But you only witnessed Mitch and Nagy.
Right, and that's the other problem. But even with him in the Steelers so
Jones
far,
has had like 3 or 4 offensive coordinators.
Right, but I'm saying Mitch and the Steelers system so far is still not like making anything happen for me. Also, he put Herbert doesn't belong on fantasy team's bench. The owner should trade him.
He's starting this week.
Yeah, he's starting this week. But yeah, so that's my thing about the Bears. It's you know what, and I wanted to talk about this, but I don't want to do it during my pick. I want to wait while we're still in the game. Last thing I got in the Bears is, I know it was my shut the fuck up last week for screen passes. Okay, Tua.
Oh,
he dropped it. You're
Eli Apple with an interception.
Fuck, is that Eli?
Oh, Bell. No,
Bell,
sorry.
Okay. So my thing when it came to the Bears last week was to shut the fuck up for consistent screen passes. This past week, facing Houston, 2 minutes left on our own 30, 3rd and 15, we threw a screen pass again when we're down. If it wasn't for Roquan, we wouldn't fucking be in it. Like, we got saved by Roquan, the guy who openly said, I want to leave the Bears. Like, we got saved by him. What's up with your fucking offense? Like, throw it. Even if you don't trust Fields, you have to throw it forward. You have to.
Can I be honest?
Go for it.
I actually do hope they trade him or he leaves.
Look, Roquan?
He's looked fucking bad the last 2 weeks.
I think he looked great this past facing Houston. I'm not talking about the weeks before.
He got torched by Rodgers. I don't fuck out of my face.
I mean, like, for some reason we just can't play Rodgers, and we can't play Rodgers at all. So, like, I take that.
You want to get paid that much for being a Bear? You beat the Packers.
I agree with you on that.
Don't talk to me if you don't.
Yep, I agree with you on that.
Suck my fucking dick.
Absolutely. All right. Anything
That's
else?
enough on this game.
Yeah, I was gonna say okay.
It's just a
Khalil
dog shit
Mack,
game.
Khalil Mack, his first game against the Packers showed why he got that money.
Yeah, and then we fucking blew it for him, like the Bears blew it for him.
You remember watching that in our apartment, Blake?
Oh, yeah, do I remember?
Do you remember that game?
You
Were
remember?
sat there watching.
Do you remember when I said Rodgers came back out? I was like, he wasn't hurt. But we're about to lose. Like I called it from the
Yeah.
get go. Like I knew it was gonna happen. He wasn't
We
hurt.
sat in silence for like 30
That was
minutes
week
after
one.
that game.
Yeah, it was week one.
Yeah, week
That
one.
was such an easy call.
Thursday
Like
night football.
Susie came out of that locker room and he's like, "I'm fine, guys. Don't worry." It's like, yeah, we lost. It's over. I knew.
How
It
many
was
Man,
over.
that's how
rooms
much
do you
y'all
think
suck.
he
Y'all
took?
can't even beat Rodgers on week one. That's how bad y'all
He
are.
wasn't hurt. He did great. He had a great theater
Wasn't
performance.
hurt.
LeBron
No,
James
he
esque.
loses
It was
every
perfect.
week one. He loses every week
Bro,
one.
when
but
the theater's
not the ones
behind
he
you,
plays
you're gonna
the
take
Bears.
that one home. It's fine.
Hey,
Eric says the Bears use Nagy's playbook that was left. No, we're using Tressman's playbook, Eric. We're not using Nagy's. We're using Tressman's. For some fucking reason, it was still on the desk at the head coach's office.
They pulled it out of the bookshelf.
Yeah, oh, this.
Kicked the
Nate,
dust
don't
off of
fucking
it.
lie. There was no dust on it. It was sitting on the desk for like, perfect. We got our game plan. Like, it was no dust. We've been doing it for years. It's fucking awful.
Who left this fucking sick game plan?
Typical Bears. I just don't understand. Again, I will move along, but there's no time left. You're losing. Why run a fucking fuck it. I'm done. It's gonna be my shut the fuck up next week probably because they're gonna do it again against the Giants. It doesn't fucking matter. And also, last note, the fucking Manning cast, they said at some point with the Giants down, yeah, I like a good screenplay here. It was like 3rd and 12. I'm like, why is everyone fucking doing this? Like, it makes no sense. Throw the ball forward. Browns, Falcons. We're done. Browns, Falcons. Browns are 2-1. Falcons are 1-2. Falcons are home. Cleveland's -1 as of this morning. 47.5. Darren, what do you got?
1 second. I'm trying to look. I had Browns money line. Falcons will keep it close. That's why I don't want to do Browns minus the points. But that pass rush, even without Garrett, I think will be strong. The Falcons, I don't know. I don't believe in the Falcons. I like Mariota. Cool. Congratulations. He's just holding the place for Ritter, honestly. So, Browns money line because they need to win to keep Deshaun happy because he's not getting happy endings, so he needs to be happy somewhere else.
Okay. D or Nate, what do you got?
This Falcons team is super interesting. They keep things close. They score a ton of points. I'm just going to take them +1. I just think they keep it close. And maybe they sneak a win out, but I like this team.
So as far as this game goes, the Falcons are the Falcons. Like, we don't really know what they are. They are what they are, whatever. As far as the Browns go, like whether Myles Garrett plays or not, they have a pretty good defense. But the thing to know about their offense is that they have the number 1 rushing and they have a top 10 passing offense. Even with Brissett, I don't trust the Falcons D. That's all it comes down to. I don't trust their defense. So I'm going to take the Browns, especially when it's like a pick 'em type of game. I'm just going to take the Browns. And you know what? If I lose this, I'm not going to be hurt over it. Like, this is just one of those games, like, everything's showing me pick the Browns. And I'm not like going off of a public pick or not. I'm just saying everything's showing Browns. So I won't hate myself if the Browns lose. It's just like, oh, look at that. So, yeah, I got the Browns. You guys want to move past this one, or you want to go to the next one?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, next game we got on the board, boys. This one is Dan Campbell's back home. Seahawks versus the Lions. The Lions are favored -4. Both teams are 1-2. Over-unders at 48. Nate, what is your pick?
I think the Lions shit pump this team, to be honest. -4, I think, is not enough points, but they are the Lions. DeAndre Swift possibly not playing.
Yeah,
Blake, I don't know.
He's most like 99% out. 99%.
Yeah. I think Dan Campbell has said they're going to sit him for a couple of weeks anyway.
Yeah, like
I don't think it matters.
Right. No,
I don't think it matters. The Seahawks team is brutal. Geno Smith, the only reason they beat the Broncos because that fucking moron Russ was still using signs he had at the fucking Seahawks. So
Hey.
I got zero confidence in the Seahawks team.
You're talking about Danger Russ, okay? And his Danger Russ sandwich.
Let's ride, bitch.
Fuck that sandwich. Fuck that guy.
All right,
It
my
looked
pick.
like an awful sandwich.
Yeah. Did you see the
I didn't
commercial?
see what was on it. I just seen his fucking. You ever done anything dangerous?
Yeah.
Like, no, the fuck you haven't, Mister. Lock your doors when you fucking ride through the bad part of town. Fuck him, dude.
Jesus
I hate Russell Wilson.
Christ.
And then he hangs out with his wife, and he's like, "Hey, what's your like? Shut your fucking like switching up ass up, bro. Like,
You know what he is?
you just try to play to every fucking audience, and it's just like you're not fucking. Who is it?
It's like
You're
Andre.
not Dwayne Johnson.
It's
bro.
like Andre from the
Like-
league, the boyfriend chameleon. Like he's just trying. He's just trying everything.
He's just a very fake human.
Yeah,
so.
it's gross. It's just gross. He's so
That's what it
cringy,
is.
such a dork. It's gross. My pick, Nate nailed on the head. Lions -4 should be a shit pumping. I think if DeAndre Swift was healthy, it'd be -7.5 or 6.5. But yeah, I don't care. Like their offense, like that Reynolds guy, I picked him up to start in fantasy this week. Like I don't care. It's my fucking backup. I'm handcuffing Swift. It is what it is. Like I think that whether it's Jamal Williams is going to take the fuck off. I think Reynolds will be okay, but that offense is great too. They run a power O as well. And I think that system's perfect for Goff because he already came from it. I like it. I think the defense is pretty good too. Plus Dan Campbell's home. I honestly believe in my head the Lions are going to finish pretty decent this year. And I'm lucky. It'd be good for them if they finish at 500, like equal. Like, oh no, he can't. So I'm going to say like 1 under loss or something like that. But I mean, shit, I don't know. But I just think the Lions win this game. It's just fucking Seahawks for Christ's sake. Darren, what's your pick?
First, what you were just saying, the Lions will win over 500 because the Vikings will do what the Vikings do. They'll do good throughout the season, and they'll fucking fit the bed at the end. Jamal Williams replacing DeAndre Swift will be a fucking easy, no-brainer, anytime touchdown. Give me it all day. There's no way that we hit this bet because we're all on it, but Lions -4, bro.
I don't like that you said that.
Suicide pass. I don't know about that flag though.
I honestly missed the play.
You'll see.
I mean,
all right, we'll move along here, boys. Next game we got on the docket while I'm waiting for this replay is Titans-Colts. Titans pulled out a win against the fucking Raiders. The Colts pulled a win over the Chiefs, knocking out my lock. Oh, that was kind of a suicide pass. I'm going to start this game off. Well, first let me start with Colts 1-1-1. They're favored -3.5. Tennessee's 1-2. They did lose Taylor Lewan, the boy. Their team, like they pulled out that win, but they still don't look pretty. I could be wrong, but they just don't look good. You know what I mean? Like they won against the Raiders, but they don't look good. And I don't know what it is. It's an eye test or something, but it just looks, I don't know. It just looks fucking weird. I'll start this one off. Over-unders at 43. I'm taking Colts -3.5. Titans won against the Raiders, sure, but for some reason my eyes just tell me that they're still bad. So I'm gonna stick to it. My fucking bets haven't been great, but I mean, like when I'm watching teams, like in live bets, I trust myself, and I think the Titans look bad. They beat the Raiders, sure, but that doesn't say anything when they're 0-3 at this point. D, what do you got?
Colts ain't showed me shit to think they could cover anything, bro.
Get that too. I do.
No. Titans plus the points. Yeah, you beat the fucking Chiefs. Congratulations. You beat them when they were having inner turmoil, altercation between quarterback and OC. Andy Reid had to come in and be like, hey, Patrick, come on. He didn't even, like try to argue. So
Hold on.
He's just being...
The one argument I saw, D, was Bieniemy and Patrick going into halftime. You saw that, right?
Yeah, and then Reid had to come up and be like, come on, Patrick. So it's just like he didn't even try to argue for either one. He's just playing peacemaker. So that tells me the two guys that fucking matter are Bieniemy and Patrick, and they were just having a bad day. And at that moment, as soon as I seen that, I texted y'all and said, I want to bet Colts live. I want to live bet Colts money line. Too much arguing, and then it fucking hit. So all that was self-inflicted wounds. So the Colts winning that game doesn't prove shit to me. I don't think they'll cover. Titans plus the points.
All right, Nate, let me hear yours.
I think this is a letdown spot for the Titans after a pretty big win, especially because they look dog shit so far. And I think the Colts are on the way up. So Colts -3.5.
Okay. All right. Before we move to the next game, I drank 2 waters and 2 vodka drinks, so my little boy bladder is kicking in.
Fucking hate
Yeah.
that people run fucking sweeps.
You don't have a Gatorade
on
bottle?
fucking 4th and 1.
I don't, D. You guys.
Why are we starting 10
Perfect.
yards in the fucking
Perfect.
backfield?
I'll be right back. You guys keep covering us.
What are we doing, D?
Keeping it an under game because it's prime time. Like, that's what the fuck they're doing. Like, every
We're running
primetime game
sweep
is under.
plays in 4th and 1. Just go forward. Just go forward. Fucking idiots.
Hey, they're professionals. They get paid the big bucks to fucking do blow and tell grown men what to do. So, remember that one coach for the Dolphins that got caught? And he was like, some stripper exposed them or escort. He like sent her a video. It was like, watch this. And he's like in the facility just doing lines. It's like, what the fuck, dude? That's being an NFL coach, I guess.
Hire me. Sounds like a hell of a time.
Adam's applied at every team.
Haven't heard from Adam in a while now. He needs to come on.
He texted something earlier. The Bengals unis are fire. No Bengals.
No Dude Perfect broadcast on this one, huh? That's unfortunate.
I didn't even watch the first one. I'm glad I missed that.
Come on, man.
Look at this guy.
All right, boys, back.
Yeah,
What am I
and
missing
then
the
so
game? What happened?
BZ asked me to like insert it, and I was just like, "No, bro, I'm not sticking my fingers in there."
On you, D. Honestly,
The fuck did I
don't fall
step
for
back
peer
into?
pressure.
All right, fucking great. Okay. I guess we'll have to watch that one
Dude,
back.
why do we got to watch this clown on Thursday Night Football next week, bro?
Who?
Dangerous.
You
Like,
serious?
who thought it was a good idea? Oh, he's so marketable. Like, like I don't want to see him in primetime games.
You don't
bro.
know who's
like,
doing
he's
it?
Garbage.
It's Team 3, boosting up his fucking agency.
So against the Seahawks, that was a garbage ass game, primetime. Now this shit is gonna.
Every primetime game has been dog shit this season for Sunday night and Monday night. It just has. Every fucking game has been dog shit. They've all hit unders. They're all bad. They're all bad.
Didn't I say that at the start of the year? Did I say that to you?
I don't.
Primetime games unders.
I don't know, to be honest. I don't want to say you
I
haven't. I just
can't
don't know.
remember if I did. Maybe I did.
All right, boys. This next one should be a good one. I'm thinking so. What is that? What was that throw? Oh my god.
That was something, huh?
Okay. This game should be a fun one. Jaguars Eagles. It's in Philly. Philly is 3-0. Jaguars are 2-1. Eagles are -6.5 favorites. Over under set at 46. D, start us off.
The team that's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl will win this game, the Eagles.
Okay. All right. Nate?
I feel like I'm overthinking this one because I think the Eagles are the play here. I just feel like the Jaguars, Doug Peterson, revenge. Hurts hasn't had a bad game this year. I just feel like this is one of those games where he is like a mediocre game, and maybe they still win, but the Jags cover like 3 or something like that. I'm gonna take the points just because there's too much going on in this game. Take the points. Try and be safe.
I want to be clear here. You took the exact words out of my mouth. Peterson revenge game. I'm overthinking it. I picked the Jags too, only because of the points. And like the fact that the Chargers were the Chargers last week, sure, but they were hurt with Herbert, and the receiver core is a little questionable, and the defense, Joey Bosa got hurt. You can say what it is. Like, they're not that great, sure, the Jaguars. But it's just one of those games. Like, I'm taking the points. It's 6.5. Like, I'm not even so much like the Jaguars. Like, I just think I'm taking the points. That's really it. So I'm on the same page. This will be a fun one to watch, though. I will be excited to see this one come up on Red Zone. I will. So
since when are the Jags anyone to fucking write home about, bro? The Jags are the Jags. Doug Peterson ain't changed shit. They beat the Colts, which what they always do. and then they beat the fucking Chargers when Herbert's got broken ribs.
So this is what I was saying about the Jags. D is that obviously they got the number 1 overall pick this year, sure, whatever. But they got another first rounder, and the other first rounder, Lloyd, is like in the running for rookie defensive player of the year. With that being said, if you put this podcast favorite coach Urban Meyer in a system, they'd be 0-3. But with Peterson, I'm not saying Peterson's amazing, but he at least has like a basic core. I think not the defense. I think the team's kind of set, but not there. So I like the two-headed running back of ETN and Robinson. Like I like that Lawrence is finally coming into his own. Receiver core is, the overpaid Christian Kirk, but I think you had to. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm not saying they're good, but like, I don't know, maybe they'll do a little bit of surprising, but I'm only taking because of the points. So I don't want to overthink it. I might be overthinking it, but whatever. If the Eagles fucking win by 14, at the end of the day, Nate and I, because we both picked them, we're like, oh yeah, it's fucking Eagles. We should have known. But like at the same time, like it's not dumb to go into it with that. I don't blame you for picking the Eagles money line, but this would be, you know what this screams to me? Swear to God, this screams to me one of the parlays that Ethan go and hits all the favorite money lines. He goes, if the Eagles would have fucking won it, I lost my parlay because the Eagles. Like this screams to me and Ethan like I picked a sure winner and they lost it.
Ethan, you fucking back off the Eagles, okay, motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying though, Darren? Like this screams like an easy lock money line parlay that he squeezed in there, and this is the leg that loses. Like this is what it screams to me. No offense, Ethan, but you know what I'm talking about. All right.
I should have made this my lock, but
huh?
I should have made this my lock.
Oh, okay. All right. So plus, I mean, for the dirty parlay, that money line minus 286 wouldn't have been too sexy, but I understand why you would have done it. All right.
PI.
Yeah, it was PI. That was PI.
Yeah,
that was PI.
okay.
All right, next game. I don't know what you guys think. I don't know how this one's gonna play out. Darren's Jets versus the Steelers. Right now,
Whoa, both of these teams.
You're right. This is the Darren Bowl. This is the Week 4 Darren Bowl. Pittsburgh's
like get this shit out of here. This is the worst game of the week.
Pittsburgh's favored minus 3.5. Over under set at 41.5. Both teams are 1-2. This one will be in Pittsburgh. Nate, lead us off. What you got?
Steelers minus 3.5. Give me Tomlin. Both teams are dog shit.
You nailed it with both teams being dog shit. That's why I'm taking the under 41.5. I just think they're both bullshit. All right, I see the finger guns. D, what do you got?
Is Wilson back this week?
Mm-hmm. He's starting.
Good. He's got rust all over him and fucking old lady juice on him. So he ain't gonna be worth a fuck. He's gonna be worn out.
I was wondering which one you'd go with.
Juice.
No, all right, interesting.
Scrumptious.
Tomlin's my main reason for picking this. He knows how to get the boys to play, and he knows how to fuck with young quarterbacks. TJ Watt's not there, but they got some dogs there. Devin Bush is fighting for his life, contract-wise.
Mm-hmm.
So Fitzpatrick is still there. Wilson's going to try to, let me flex and air it out. Fitzpatrick pick. Fuck, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a fucking safety blitz and Fitzpatrick fucks him up. But there's no way the Steelers lose this game. The Jets broke my heart. If I wouldn't have started their fucking defense, I would have tied in fantasy last week. So it just, fuck the Jets. I'm not off the bandwagon, but until Flacco's back, I'm not fucking with them.
Like you're saying it like you know Flacco's coming back.
He is, bro.
Okay.
Wilson's going to get hurt. Something's going to happen.
Okay.
Either he's going to hurt or they're going to start chanting, Cool Joe, Cool Joe, Cool Joe.
Nate, I guarantee you Darren's the one that buys a ticket to make that chant happen. Like he's going to the game just to chant Cool Joe week 11.
I can't make the wedding. I can't make the wedding. I had an emergency in New York.
I got to go to the Meadowlands. Sorry, boys.
The Jets needed me.
Yeah, Cool Joe needs that guy.
Fireman Ed needed me.
Fireman D.
If you don't show up in that stupid ass fucking Jets helmet, I'll never forgive you.
D's coming to the wedding. Jets. Yeah.
No, it should be. Where's it at? Is it in New York?
It's in Pittsburgh.
Oh, listen.
Okay.
I heard Ben say all the Kenny chants is bullshit. Like, give Mitch a chance. So I'm
Ben's
alright
clearly a
with
great
Ben,
choice of
bro.
character.
He is, bro, because he led that team for fucking years. Like he knows what's up. Like yeah, Kenny's the Pittsburgh kid, and he said and everything, but it's like Mitch has played, and yeah, he doesn't have a great track record, but that's not his fault. Let him play under someone good. And yeah, he hasn't wowed us, but he hasn't particularly fit the bed either. So
All right. And this game right now we cover. All right, let's go to the next game, boys. I think we're still in the afternoon slot. Yeah, we are. Bills Ravens. Both teams 2-1. Bills are favored -3. Over under set at 51. I'm gonna go ahead and start this one off, boys. Listen, you say what you want, but what I was looking up this morning, and I'm gonna pull it back up now. When it comes to this game, as far as passing goes, the defense that allows the most passing yards in the league, and by far, is the Ravens. And the next closest team is over 100 yards behind them, almost 100, almost 200. And it's the Ravens Dolphins allows the most passing yards so far. The Ravens are a terrible defense. The Bills should shred this up, but on top of that too, that secondary for the Bills is fucking crumbling as far as injury wise, and their pass rushers right now is Von Miller, and the other one got hurt. I don't know if he's back or not yet. But saying that, with that being said, Lamar versus Allen. Allen's facing a terrible pass defense. Lamar's facing a injured pass defense. I love the over at 51. Like, I fucking love it. I really do. So I'm going to take it. I'm taking the over at 51. I think this is a game that should be over 53.5, and by Sunday it might be. But I'm taking it at 51. So I like that. Darren?
I like that pick, bro. Like legit. Like I didn't think about that. I just thought everyone's gonna suck the Bills' dick. Oh, their bounce back week. Ravens have no pass defense. Blah 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 blah. Everyone's on the Bills. Exactly why I'm going balls to the walls. Ravens money line. I don't give a fuck. Bills should win this game. I get it. Like I understand football, but I understand betting as well. And shit happens that shouldn't happen. Dolphins, betting wise, I knew Dolphins would win that game. Like it just, I may not have picked it. I don't remember, but just shit was just set up for the Dolphins to win that game. Everyone picked the Bills though. This week, Bills coming off a loss. They only lost because they were in Miami Heat. Blah 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 blah. Ravens have no pass defense. Everything set up for the Bills to be picked. Exactly why I'm picking the Ravens.
Okay. Nate, what about you, bud?
I guess call me gullible, but Josh Allen is going to butt fuck this Ravens team. So Bills -3.
Okay, this is one of those games.
And he could be right. Like, I see football-wise, the Ravens should lose this game. But betting-wise, in my head, it's so easily seen that the Ravens should lose this game that it fucks with me. And maybe I'm just too wound up in trap games because of this game that's on tonight. I don't fucking know. But I just have a feeling Lamar's playing for a contract. Josh Allen just got his first taste of defeat this year. And who knows? Like I said, if the Ravens win this game, the Bills are 2-2, and the Dolphins, if they win this game, are 4-0. And that fucks up the whole AFC East. I think the Dolphins were probably the last team, or no, the Jets were the last team in the AFC East to win. But I'm sure the Dolphins' odds were not that great. So whoever put a future on the Dolphins, bravo.
Yeah, good call on that one. Anything else you boys got to note on this one?
Nate's right. Like I'm not arguing. Like,
Okay.
He's going to torch them. They're pissed off after losing last week. Like, at home, no less. They're going to torch them.
Like, to me, the Dolphins, like, the Bills should have shit pumped them. And I get they were in the heat, but it's just like that's what my hang up is. It's like
that was
they
the
couldn't
difference.
handle the Dolphins.
That was,
but it wasn't like it was like a close game. Like it wasn't like I don't know, dude.
And I'm not trying to use him as a scapegoat, D, but like for a good example is Diggs. Like Diggs couldn't even fucking stand out there in the final 5 minutes. Like he couldn't. Like that's what I'm saying. Like the Miami Heat defense, like the Heat alone in Miami. Not saying the basketball team, but like that. I hate to say it, but it's unfortunately one of those teams where you go there and it makes the difference. I mean, look at the Patriots every time they fucking go there. And you know what? Shit, if they got that last playoff, who knows? Like maybe they would have fucking won it, but they didn't. All-time great clip after the game too with the OC. All time. All right, you boys got anything else in this game?
Joe Burrow can't make a fucking pass right now.
Yeah, that was concerning. Okay. Next game on the
Fraud,
docket here,
fraud.
boys. Huh?
He's a fraud.
Joe Cool walking in with that suit. Bullshit. All right. Next game we got on the docket: Chargers Texans. Texans 0-2-1. Chargers 1-2. Chargers are favored -5 going to Texas. Over under set at 44. I lost my place here. We're gonna start this one off with Darren. Darren, your pick. Oh,
I'm a
what
sick
bounce.
fuck. Give me the fucking Texas plus the points. I'm not sick enough to go money line. There's no explaining the way the Chargers played against the Jags. And yeah, he's gotten more rest, but he's also continued to try to like participate. So I don't really think Herbert's healed that much. Texans aren't anything special. That's why I'm only going plus the points. I just see somehow, like honestly, the Texans got a shit end of a stick getting that Roquan interception. They should have locked up the Bears game. They didn't. Hopefully they learn from it and they cover this game plus the points. I just don't see Herbert coming about 2 weeks after cracked ribs and be like, oh, everything's better.
Sure, I get that. Okay. Nate, what about
That's
you?
stupid. My pick's stupid. I'm not admitting
No,
it right now.
it makes sense.
You're right. It is fucking stupid. Chargers get right game -5. I feel bad for the Texans. I like Lovie Smith. I don't want to see what happens to them Sunday, but it's not going to be good.
Be
Keenan
ready
Allen's
for
back,
the
I think,
fucking
too.
Texans
So
memes, you motherfucker. I'm going to send all the Texans gifts.
I said
Brian
it-
Cushing with a bloody forehead, everything.
I said at the beginning of the year
good.
is that when Nate said like fuck
Good.
the Chargers and shit, I'm like he's still gonna pick them. That pimply hooded fuck, he's still gonna pick them, and like he's still picking them. Like it doesn't fucking matter. He's still gonna pick that pimply headed
Because
fuck.
he loves being mad at them. So
Yes,
if
yes.
he doesn't pick them, he can't be mad at them. So
Burn
he
that
sets
cigarette on my
himself up.
forearm one more time, Herbert. I
Yeah.
want to feel it. Like that's
That's what it is.
yeah.
And he's gonna be so mad that it's such a shit team too. Like he's gonna be like, "Fuck this, dude." Like, why? Like, if it was any other team, the Chargers would have been fine. But the shittiest team in the league.
Can you imagine if his team was the
can't
Raiders
cover.
instead of the Chargers? How fucking pissed at himself he'd be. They're dead to me. They're dead to me. Oh my god. Listen, there's one stat to give out for this game, including a push. The Texans are 3-0 against the spread. I'm going the Texans +5. They're 3-0. They're home. Herbert's hurt. Texans always keep it close. They always keep it close. They lose. I will say they will lose.
They're in every game.
Huh? Yeah, they're in every game. Exactly. Like they still lose. They still suck, but they keep it close. I don't know how Lovey does it, so I'm taking it. I'm taking the points. And this is one of those picks, and I'm gonna call ahead and get it out of the way now. That if we
We're gonna
lose
get a
this
beer.
one next week, Nate's gonna be like, "Oh, this is why I'm fucking winning your records right now. This is why I'm fucking winning." Like I'm gonna
No,
get it out of the
this
way
is
now.
why. Because we take risks, and you know what? So what, bro? Like you just gambling's a risk, and I don't want to be on the same page as you fucks every week.
Yeah, I
anyways.
feel the same way. I honestly do. I do.
Like I said when I was like, "Oh, I'm tired of being 500." I'd rather be a fucking loser or a fucking winner. Don't tell me. I'm about to see it.
I
You
hate that
throwing
Nate's
it?
ahead of me. I hate that Nate's ahead of me. I hate that because then like you hear it and you're like, I know it's gonna disappoint me because Tua's throwing the ball and he goes, oh,
What's
like
the flag? What's the flag, Nate?
I don't know yet. I'll tell you in half a second.
I'm sure
gonna
you
grab
will.
a
will.
beer.
Roughing the passer,
Oh, really?
58.
Nice. Okay. D
I haven't seen it yet, but
Well-
I'm watching it.
while D stepped away, I gotta fix something. I noticed I had an error on
Yeah,
this,
you're
so
fine.
give me a minute. Sorry, boys.
Uh,
Was it really?
I
didn't
don't
see it.
know. You'll see it in a sec. He just sort of like fell into him.
Oh, that was a bad call. I think it's his ankle because he landed on his ankle awkwardly.
Yeah, but like
I'm not
he
excusing it.
fucking
I just think that's why they
tripped
called it.
into him, you know? That's a tough call. It's a
Yeah,
tough one.
that is questionable. Oops. D still away. So, Nate, as far as what you're seeing so far from this game, what are you thinking right now? Eye test.
Burrow's got to complete some passes, otherwise they're going to lose this game. Because the Dolphins are moving, they're just one play away from scoring, So if Joe can't hit a pass, we're going to be in trouble. Oh, Tua's banged up.
His back.
Oh, his finger. He's knocked out. Tua got knocked out.
Oh, yeah, that looks nasty.
His fingers are stuck like that. He got knocked out. He's not going to play the rest of this game.
Yeah, there goes my week in fantasy. Great.
How the fuck, like...
That was ugly. Like, that looked nasty.
How they let him play this game being clearly fucking concussed because he smacks his head into the ground again. There it is again. There he goes. He fucking gets knocked out again.
His hand is stuck.
His fucking motor skills are.
I don't get how he's knocked out. Like,
that looked ugly.
It looked like his shoulder hit first, though. Like, it's not like he just went straight to the fucking ground.
His head snapped back is what I got out of it.
His head snapped into the fucking... His fucking hand is like this, man.
My strong hand.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Too soon. Okay. This is one of those games after being investigated from last week. They're not letting him come back at all. Like, no shot.
No.
How the fuck is he even allowed to play this game? I have no idea.
Teddy Bridgewater.
On a short rest too.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Fucking Bengals, dog.
All right.
I've never seen anybody more concussed and then play a game. Like
AB.
I've watched guys get head kicked and like stumble less than he did after he got hit that last week.
And they said it was his back, Nate. They said it was his back.
How someone's not fucking fired after that, I have no idea. Like,
yeah, they're investigating.
Just shows that nobody fucking cares. It's all about the money.
My whole thing is Bridgewater that much worse than Tua?
I don't know.
I mean, he might have the chemistry with the team, but how much chemistry does he really have in 2 months compared to Bridgewater, who's gotten in the secondary reps? Let Bridgewater play, bro. Like, fuck. I'm not saying he's good, but when the fucker was playing in Minnesota, he was almost an MVP candidate. Almost.
Yeah, that freak injury stopped him. Even when he went to the Broncos, I think he got a bad shake because he had bad receivers, bad core, bad offense, all that. Like, I never hated Teddy Bridgewater. But yeah, no.
Still not off the field.
No, Tua's done for like weeks.
He's still laying down. He hasn't moved.
That's bad.
He's probably got a fucking neck thing, like a nerve thing in his neck. They're telling people to back up. Yeah, they're telling players to back up. Yeah, fuck this, dude.
Oh, he whipped his head. Darren, he whipped his head on the ground.
Yeah, man. He whipped his head. And his hands getting stuck like that.
Oh, my God.
I thought he broke his fingers. But, like, he might seriously be fucked up.
Like, rest of his career fucked up.
Yeah, like never play again fucked up. Yeah, because they're putting him on a board now.
Wow. Well, Paul, you won that trade.
He's not moving.
Oh, God, fuck you, Blake. Fuck you.
Too soon.
Guy might be dead.
Ethan says in the chat, too, just got wrecked.
This is the fantasy gods getting Blake.
Karma hates me. Karma hates my ass. And like I gave him a good trade, but karma just hates my guts.
Oh yeah. If you were such a piece of shit, fuck you.
If you admitted that it was a bad trade, I bet Tua would pop up.
It wasn't a bad trade though. He'd pop up, not from that. No, not when your hands are stuck like this. No shot, buddy. No shot. All right, it's commercial. Let's move along here, boys. Next game we got on the docket. This one, I don't know what to expect from it. Cardinals versus Panthers. Believe it or not, the Panthers were favored this morning at -1.5. Both teams are 1-2. Over-unders at 43.5. Nate, you start us off.
What game are we on?
Cardinals, Panthers.
Stinky ass game.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Cardinals money line. I don't want anything to do with this game. Baker's dog shit. CMC might not play. I want nothing to do with it. I fucking hate both teams. I hate Kyler Murray. I hope he fucking plays COD for the rest of his life instead of football. That's the nicest thing I could think of at the moment. Don't want to wish anybody harm after what we just saw. So,
Ethan says in the chat.
yeah, fuck that guy.
Ethan says, "Is it too early to say only if you had Freiermuth to trade me for another QB?"
I dare you. I dare you to put in our fucking fantasy chat. Good win on the trade, Paul, or something like that. Just fucking.
You think Ethan already beat me to it? Ethan just put in the fantasy chat right now.
Oh, did he?
Oh, it was Dalton. He goes, looks like
Blake needs a new.
Gross. All right. My pick, again, doesn't matter. I don't care. It's ugly, but I'm taking the Cardinals plus 1.5. We should have known last week. I think it was you and me, Darren. We should have known that, like, with COD weekend, that not the big Kyler, but we did it anyway. So it is what it is. Go ahead, D. What do you got?
Yeah, Kyler's kind of I don't want to say spiteful, but he doesn't take losing lightly, so I think he'll bounce back. Plus 1.5.
Okay.
God damn,
they still haven't moved him.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
Waddle's about to cry.
They keep showing his fingers. Like, they keep showing him do that. Like,
yeah, please stop showing.
Yeah,
that's fucking.
Right. All right. Next game on the docket here, boys.
Hey, no.
Go ahead, D.
He's unconscious the whole time.
I ain't gonna hate on him, bro. Can't kick a man while he's down.
Who, Tua?
Wonder if he pissed. I wonder if you like piss and shit yourself at that time.
Clip it and ship it, boys. Clip it and ship it.
I got nothing. I got nothing.
I mean, for real, bro. Like, if you can't control your fingers, like, do your bowels or your bladder release itself?
Clip it and ship it. He's going straight to the hospital. Like, there's no stopping. It's
do not pass go.
Yeah.
Do not collect $200. It's
no.
Like MRI machine.
Here's a real question: are his fingers back? Like,
I think he was shaking.
His fingers are down.
Okay.
But, like, he's not moving, man. Usually you'll get a thumbs up or something. Nothing.
Can I just say, boys, like, what a night to do a Thursday fucking podcast. Jesus.
He's not moving at all.
What's Tyreek gonna do now without the most accurate QB in the NFL?
He's gonna pull a slant boy trick, catch it 5 yards, run for 40.
His fingers might still be fucked up. Look at the paramedic mess with his fingers.
Yeah, I was wondering the same shit.
Look at him like messing with his fingers when his hands might still be fucked.
No thumbs up, no nothing, bro. He's fucked.
He's fucked. He's fucked up.
Teddy looks thin. Teddy looks real thin.
McDaniels is off the edible because he's like, man, I can do this shit high. So this is like the game. He's like, yeah, I'll get high before this game. And then this shit happens.
He's tripping. He's tripping.
Tyree, you just got to go get open, bro. Like, just do it.
Oh, man. All right. Let's
Whoa, Teddy's got the dreads now? Okay.
Yeah, and he's thin. He looks thin in that jersey, dude. He looks like he's in some
from
shape.
South Florida, bro.
Dude.
He's the original Lamar. Like I'm not trying to say mobile QB, but South Florida QB goes to Louisville, falls out, goes to the NFL.
So
and Lamar's like, oh, I'm gonna follow this blueprint.
Let's keep powering through, boys. We've been at 2 hours already. We're gonna keep this going, okay? So next game in the docket, D. This one hits close to home for you and one of the three teams that the other homie likes: Patriots, Packers. Packers are favored -9.5. Packers are 2-1. Patriots 1-2. Over/unders at 40.5. That's a low one. D, what do you got?
The Pats are probably going to play Brian Hoyer. They're trying to do all this, 3-cup, find the ball shit. I don't give a fuck. Mac Jones is not playing when he's fucking getting carried down the stairs, screaming in pain like a little biatch. Fuck Mac Jones. Fuck Belichick. Shot. Bill Belichick ain't shit without Tom Brady. Put it on the board. Mark it down. Put it in your notes. I don't give a fuck. Belichick cannot fucking wipe his ass without Tom Brady. Okay? Like, it's plain as day now. It's never been clear. Like, never been clear. Packers -10 easily. They're trying to trick you and give you 10 points with the fucking Patriots. Don't fall for it, bro.
Oh, my God.
The Packers defense, The Packers defense is fucking elite. God, what the fuck? The Packers defense is elite, bro. I know Brady didn't have his guys, but no team is putting up numbers against us. And it ain't going to be the fucking Patriots, bro.
Nate, you were wagging your fingers for your pick or for
About
the missed
the kick. He was about to kick.
Okay, so what's your pick?
But I'm taking the Patriots plus 9.5. Give me 10 points with Bill. Fuck everybody. Fuck D. Don't care. Pats in 6.
Simple. Give me the points. Some way Rodgers finds a way to pout. I'm taking the points. That's
in Lambeau, bro.
We're
Bill
so
Belichick
ripe
can't
for
even
a
tell
pouty
you.
game.
This is how scared Belichick is. He won't even tell you that Mac's out. He's like, oh,
Bro,
what am I?
That's not scared.
Doctor?
He always
Like-
does that. He always does that. When Brady was perfectly healthy, he'd put him on the questionable list.
Out, no, but if a guy is clearly out, like had to exit the field by way of fucking teammates, there is no way he is playing. And you're gonna say he's got the same injury as some other like defensive player, and it's 4 to 6 weeks, bro. There's no way you're telling me he's playing, and you can't even man up and say that because you're trying to mind fuck people that hard because you know your team's fucked.
No.
Bill Belichick is playing mind games because he knows he has nothing else to do. No other card to pull, no other card to play. He's fucked, bro. He is nothing without Tom Brady, and he's going to be exposed by fucking Matt LaFleur, bro. Can't fucking wait. He won't even rep his team anymore. That's how bad they are. Like, he won't. He does not even say shit about the Patriots. A real Patriots fan does not say shit about them because they suck. They're not covering 10, bro.
Ethan puts in the chat, D is tight by y'all picking the Pats. Laugh my ass off. Listen, Ethan, maybe you could
He won't even pick the Pats. He won't even pick the Pats, bro. Tell him to do it. Tell him to fucking do it.
Pick the
No,
Packers.
no,
Pick the Pats.
Pick the Packers.
No.
Yeah, no, pick the
No,
Packers.
pick Green Bay.
Pick the
Don't fall
Packers.
for that
Yeah,
bait.
go ahead.
Don't
Yeah,
fall
don't
for
fall
that
for
bait.
it. Pick the Packers.
That's bait.
Pick the Packers.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Who is that? They caught it.
My
Higgins?
fucking dick.
Wow, Nathan, you're fucking capitalizing on a team that just lost their player. Like, real cool, bro. Like, he's out.
I'm gonna fucking gritty right on your fucking faces, man.
Clip it and ship it,
Okay,
boys.
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Well, who had the worst screening?
Mac Jones. Mac Jones.
No. There was someone that did a long. It was a tight end. He did like this long, shitty, gritty, and they were like, "What the fuck is he doing?"
Fucking Boston Connors.
Yes, that was a great one. Ethan, maybe you could back me up on this. Nathan, I don't know about you, but Bill's been doing that about the fucking injury list for the last 20 years. For 20 years, he's done that.
When someone is
people,
semi here or there, but Mac Jones, there's no way in fuck he can play.
We know he's not playing.
I actually think they're better off without him. But...
Yeah, I do too. Ethan says he's at high ankle sprain. He's not playing. We all know he's not playing, but Bill's always done this. Like, he's never not done it. Like, that's my point.
He's going to keep you guessing until the last second.
And he's going to get LaFleur on that because
we're going to keep him guessing about where he's going to fucking retire, motherfucker. Fuck that old motherfucker with his gold digging bitch and his stupid ass dog Nike.
Jesus
I hate Bill Belichick, bro.
The dog? Really? The fucking dog?
He made the good draft pick. What are you talking about?
Get out of here, you fucking SPCA motherfucker.
Whoa. Now Darren hates dogs? You heard it here first? What the fuck?
No.
That's why he has two cats? What the fuck?
I hate guys who try to fucking exploit dogs and I'm too piece of shit, chicken shit to get on camera, so here's my dog.
Why did Ethan say Gesicki? Ethan said that in the chat.
Gesicki had the shitty grid.
Oh, thank you. Yes, for the delay. Right. Thank you. Okay. Next game. Never let them know your next move. Talking about Bill. All right, boys. This is the one. Broncos Raiders. Broncos 2-1. Dangerous. Are you feeling dangerous? What was the most dangerous thing you've done, D? Raiders 0-3. Raiders are favored -2.5. Over under set at 45.5. Nate, pick this one. Started off.
Fucking loser. But I'm picking him. Broncos +2.5. Makes me sick to my stomach. But that's why I'm the fucking man on this show. Because I do stuff that puts me in this type of position. Uncomfortable. I'm not comfortable being, or I am comfortable being uncomfortable. That's the saying.
Ethan says,
Fucking Broncos. Let's
Ethan
He's
says-
ride.
trying so hard he doesn't even know what he's trying to say. Fuck the Broncos.
Ethan says Pete is getting a call soon, and then we got Tony in the chat says Malaka's, and then he goes under for the total in the Green Bay game. Under over was like 41, so he's got the under for that one too.
Yeah, 41.
All right, so Nate takes the Broncos. He's feeling dangerous. Listen, you can't go 0-4. I'm picking the Raiders. I'm picking the Raiders. You just can't. D.
He can.
They can. They will.
can because he's Josh McDaniels, protege of Bill Belichick, the shittiest coach in NFL history. The biggest
Whoa!
fraud in
All right,
NFL
Ethan,
history.
let him have it. Like
The
you have the
fucking-
full permission.
The biggest phony baloney. Rex Ryan was better than him, bro. Fuck Bill
See if you can
Belichick.
get
dude.
him. See if you can get him, D.
Wait.
Bill Belichick
See if you
can't
can get him.
even fucking coach
You
his
just
way.
tell me what he bites, Blake.
I think Darren's about to rip off his hoodie like Hulk Hogan, like for real.
No, dude, seriously. Rex Ryan had more success in that division, like with his players. Like, yeah, Bill Belichick won more Super Bowls. Who gives a fuck about Super Bowls? His players liked him, bro. Rex Ryan was a better coach. His players wanted to play for him. He probably let his
Let's have a
players
snack.
fuck his wife. Like, I don't know. He's into some weird shit. So,
Feet.
I
This
think
game's getting
there's
chippy, though.
It is.
there's no way in fuck the Raiders lose this game. If they lose this game,
You took a money line, right?
oh yeah. If they lose this game, they're dead to me.
Tony says he's got
First
the
dead
under
to
for the
me.
Raiders game. 45 and a half.
Declaration of the year. First dead to me declaration of the year. If the Raiders lose this game, they are dead to me. Every player on their team can get traded off my team. Darren Waller's getting traded immediately if the Raiders lose this game.
No, I don't believe that for one bit. I don't.
Okay. If they lose this game, Darren Waller ain't produced fuck all year. Why the fuck would I keep him around?
It's namesake.
Give me Kyle Rudolph for Darren Waller. I'll take it. Right.
Oh, I want to believe that. Fucking see they on the waiver wires.
I'll trade you Irv Smith Jr.
I like Irv Smith.
Give it to me. They both drop balls. It won't be a fucking difference.
Yeah. Well,
Can you believe the? I know we didn't talk about this. Can you believe the fucking Vikings let someone wear 84?
I was thinking the same thing, Nate.
Can't
I wanted to
because
say
it's
it.
the Vikings. Look at who their quarterback is.
That's the
No,
craziest
no,
shit I've
but
ever
like
seen.
that's not cool. Like that should have been retired like years ago.
That's Randy's
Yeah.
number, man. What the
They
And the
don't-
guy's dropping every ball in Randy's number. Like that's
Right.
such a disrespect. And like I like Irv Smith Jr. Like I know you have him, but I like the guy. But he's dropping every fucking ball in that number. Like fuck off. Like what are we doing? Ethan says D trying
He's
to bait.
dropping
Me.
like
Go ahead.
100% touchdowns too. Like 100% touchdowns. All
Ethan.
he's got to do is catch it.
Ethan's in the chat saying D's trying to bait me like I get him. Mention A-Rod's one ring and he loses his mind.
No, bro. Like, he's got one ring. Right?
Bring up the 49ers, Ethan. Get them for the kill. Tony says in the chat, Broncos defense is good, offense sucks, and the Raiders are meh, so the under is 45 for him. All right.
Look, Rodgers has one ring. And guess what? It doesn't matter who his coach is. He's going to be successful still. Belichick is dog shit with all his rings and no Brady. Like, simple as, like, he could have went and drafted any quarterback. He could have went and fucking got any quarterback free agency. Spent all this money in the world. But still dog shit. I don't give a fuck, dude. You got coaches. Mike McDaniels coming out here going 3-0 with Tua.
All right, we're still talking about
Belichick's
Rodgers.
dog shit.
Next game, boys.
White dog shit.
I
White
think-
dog shit.
I think this is Sunday Night Football. Chiefs and Bucks. It's a pick'em game. Chiefs are favored by 0.5. Over-unders at 45.5. Nathan said it once before, and he said it again. Chiefs can't cover. That's why I'm taking a money line. Minus 114.
You took exactly what I was gonna say. You fucking.
Oh,
piece of
are
shit.
you serious? Okay, well,
Yeah,
Darren's
I was
picks
gonna
next.
say the Chiefs can't cover, but I'm taking a money line, so it doesn't matter.
All right, we know yours, Darren. What's
That's
your-
exactly what I was gonna say.
That's hilarious. When you sent that, Nate, I was like, "Oh, that's cool." He's thinking the same thing I'm thinking, but like exactly, that's crazy. All right,
Yeah,
go ahead. D.
100%.
Brady don't lose 2 in a row, bro.
All right, you got.
Bucks.
Just the
Nice.
Chiefs.
This is
bitch.
a money line game for us boys. Nate and I's got Chiefs. You got the
money
Bucks.
line. Give me.
They don't cover,
y'all-
but they
y'all-
sure as fuck win games.
Yeah.
Tom Brady ain't losing to Rodgers and Mahomes 2 weeks in a row.
Um,
It's just not happening. He'll lose to Rodgers and be like, okay, veteran, whatever. He's not losing to a young pup.
One thing to know about this game is that they are still playing it in Tampa even after the hurricane. It was up to the NFL to decide today. They said they're going to keep it in Tampa. So just one thing to know about that. If they didn't, it was going to be in Minnesota. So that would have been kind of fun to see.
I'm pulling a Beezy.
Oh, you got a piss? Go for it. It's fine.
Yes, sir.
Go for it. Just take your radio with you. Make sure we hear it.
Yeah, make sure we're online.
Nate, you think I know you picked the Bengals, but I'm saying this as I'm hoping for a non-biased response here. Do you think Teddy can lead that offense into the same kind of offensive charge without Tua?
No, he's a backup for a reason.
Okay.
I mean, he does have like some of the best wide receiver. Like Waddle, if there's no Jamar Chase, Waddle's the best wide receiver out of that class, right? So
I think so. Yeah. Well, like it's yeah, I do.
He's got super talented wideouts. I just don't know if he's got the intangibles to win games.
Ethan, wow, that was a bad pass. Ethan says in the chat, Bucks -6. So he's clearly on the Bucks bandwagon now. He's selling all his Patriots gear. Yeah, listen, I like Teddy. I've always been a big Teddy fan. I just don't know if he has it anymore. That's my thing. Like I thought he did, but like he just doesn't anymore. He just doesn't.
I can't trust a guy who wears 2 gloves.
Oh, dude, Teddy two gloves, man.
Can't trust him.
Oh, hearing it straight from the bathroom. I don't know if you heard me, D, but Ethan says Bucks -6, so he's selling all his Patriots gear.
Yeah, that tells you Belichick's dog shit. He can't even stick with his team. He's got to run to the Bucks, and they won't cover -6. No way.
All right, on to the last game here. What'd you say?
Good play call.
Oh, yeah. On last game here, it's the Rams 49ers for Monday Night Football. It's 1-2 49ers against 2-1 Rams. 49ers are favored at home -1. Over under set at 42.5. I'm gonna go ahead with the first pick here. I saw a stat. I think it was, I don't remember the exact number off the top of my head, but the ratio's close. McVay is or Shanahan's 7-3 against Sean McVay. I'm gonna go ahead and ride 49ers for a pick 'em. So it's only because for some reason McVay always has what's his name's number from Arizona, but Shanahan always has his number against him. So I'm only taking it because of that. No other stat. I don't care how good the teams are. I'm only taking it because of that. I'm going to die on that hill. If I lose, I lose, but the numbers are still on my side. So that is what it is. Darren, your pick?
I believe I have 49ers. Let me double check. I have Rams plus the points. I'm sorry. I knew that I was going to pull that same stat out about Shanahan owning him, but I'm just a believer in the Rams. D. Stafford's still shaky right now, but we'll see what's up. Bosa's out for the 49ers, right?
I don't think so. I really think you're thinking of Joey for.
Oh, okay.
I think you're thinking of fucking what's his face? No, the Steelers kid.
TJ Watt?
No, I think he's thinking of Joey Bosa from the Chargers.
Is Joey out?
Yeah, groin. He's gonna be out for a couple weeks. 4, I think.
Never mind. I didn't know Joey Bosa got hurt.
Pulled his groin. He's in IR.
Yeah. So sorry, wrong Bosa, but yeah, I think I don't know. Rams plus the points. The primetime games have been close. They've been unders. Don't want to ride that trend because as soon as I ride a trend, it bucks. But I will ride the secondary trend of it being a close game. So we'll see what's up.
Speaking of
Rams
unders,
plus the points.
Speaking of unders for primetime, Tony said in the chat, Chiefs Bucks under. I don't blame him. Like all unders for primetime. It's like I don't blame you. I really don't. That game is meh. I don't know. Nate, what do you got?
Rams +1.
Okay, so you guys got
money line if it's plus money.
I think it's like -105. I don't think it's much of a difference.
Yeah, so. I think it's a pick 'em anyway.
Right,
so.
it's a pick 'em.
I'll just take the extra point just on the off chance. I think they win anyway. So
I wouldn't be surprised if the Rams win. I'm only picking it because of Shanahan. Like I don't care. I'll die on that hill. It is what it is.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm watching that play too. Okay, all right. Okay. Boys, that's the picks for the week. So now it's time to get into some bonus rounds, boys. Let's go ahead and get to the lock it ups. So lock it up of the week. Again, not great. If I had the long enough headset, I'd fucking lay on the ground behind us and just cry about my woes. But this thing's only like fucking 2 feet, so it is what it is. But it's time for the lock it up of the week. I'll go ahead and read off the records here. No shocker to us, of course. I just noticed that I've been on the fucking side cams, or not on the side cam here, so we're back to it. All right, here's what it is. So for the records, for the lock it up, I'm 0-3. D's 1-2. Nate's 2-1. So, who do you guys take in tonight's game? You can rewind if you want to. Oh, Edmund's got the tutty. But I had Dolphins points. D had Dolphins points. Nate had Bengals minus the spread. So, D and I took Dolphins with the points, and Nate the opposite. So. All right, so I'm 0-3, D's 1-2, Nate's 2-1. Here's how it's gonna go here. I'm making my first pick here for the locks, boys. I told you, I love it. I'm taking the over 51, Buffalo, Baltimore. I love it. I fucking love it. Worst defense against pass in the league. Buffalo loves to score, and Buffalo has a tattered fucking secondary. I think this is the game. You're gonna watch Point of Palooza. I'm hoping that you're gonna see this all on Red Zone. So let's do it. How do you doink that? Oh my god!
I should have just gone for 2, honestly.
Because of that doink, bro. Like, literally, tried to put my beer in my mouth and just fucking spilled it. Like,
what a good doink, though. It was a good one.
Tony said he took Cincy minus 3.5 as well, Nate. So you're
that's
right.
That's gonna fuck with the spread, bro. Like that. Like I hate shit like
yes.
that.
Vegas knows. Vegas knows. D. They always know. All right, so I got Buffalo, Baltimore over at 51. I fucking love it. Darren, your lock.
Bear down. Bears +3.
Okay, Nate. I see your face there, Nate. What you thinking?
Gary pick, D.
It's Daniel Jones, bro.
He hates.
Who's more athletic at quarterback than Daniel Jones? Justin Fields.
Nobody.
All right, Nate. What's your lock?
We're gonna know early, boys, if the locks don't come through, because I'm taking the 8:00 game. Vikings -3 for the lock.
Okay, so we'll get to the Dirty Parlay here in a second, but from what we see so far, our locks are early and at noon. That's the locks, boys, right now. So we'll see how these pan out for us. But time to get to the fun part that usually doesn't matter, but it's always fun to do because we throw some gifts in here too. These are the Survivor picks of the week. So Nate was winning. Nate had the Survivor already technically locked up. Nate won it. But we all have L's at some point in this game now. So.
Did I lose last week?
You did. So last week, you and Darren both had the Raiders.
I picked the Raiders. That's so gross.
So Nate
Why would I do that?
We're dumbasses.
Yeah.
What an idiot.
You both took the Raiders. I took the Ravens. So Nate's 2-1. Darren and I are 1-2. So we're right behind him in this. We're gonna start this one off with Darren. Darren, what's your Survivor pick of the week?
Go Pat, go easily. There's no way in fuck Brian Hoyer fucks up everyone's parlays for the week by fucking Patriots beating the Packers.
I had to put
way.
I had to put a gif of Rodgers pouting. I just had to.
If you're a fucking man of honor and integrity, you bet the Packers for your team.
Listen, I want to note something real quick. Did you say
E? Did you say E?
Yeah, he said E.
Yeah, E.
Speaking of Ethan.
I want E to bet the Packers.
Hold on. Speaking of Ethan, I want to note something. He says in the chat, I like this DP, boys. That's the reaction I was waiting for. Listen, I actually do like it a lot.
What's up with his like
Reaper?
Reaper?
Yeah, I know. I was waiting for it, but because of the hurricane and shit, I didn't want to pressure him, so it's fine. It's fine. We'll get it next week. And again, last week, if you heard on the Dirty Parlay, I wanted to get Ethan on for this week. Hurricane kind of fucked things up, and I understand. So next week, Ethan, if you're down, open invite. I want you in on here. I do. I want him in for 1 week. We got to get Adam in here for 1 week. We have to. We fucking have to.
Okay, you're trying to get a guy away from strippers and blows.
You're right. It's impossible. Sorry, Adam. Like, we're just trying to have some friends here. All right, Nate. What's your Survivor of the week?
Cardinals.
Okay. Cardinals facing who again? I'm sorry.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's a pick'em game.
It's like
it shouldn't be.
Ugh.
Give me a second. I'll pull it up.
Okay. Ethan said Pack Kiss of Death incoming. Okay, so he's picking the Pack.
They're playing the Panthers.
Panthers, thank you. So Ethan says Pack
Panthers
Kiss of
are
Death
favored.
incoming.
Yeah, no, I know.
All right.
Fucking Nick Sirianni over there.
My pick. Boys, they took me down last week in my lock, so I got to ride with them this week. The Colts. I'm taking the Colts for my survivor pick. It feels right. It just feels right. So my pick is the Colts for survivor. So we all have different survivor picks this week. Last week you both rode the Raiders. It happened. What it is what it is. Time to move on. So now it's time to get to the parts that have been paining us this season so far. It's the Dirty Parlay. Last week was the Bengals -7, Vikings +2, Lions -1.5. It equaled +578. Took an L on the Bengals, took an L on the Vikings, and Nate won his lock with the Lions at 1-5. But that also equaled an L at +578. So Darren and I blew that one for him. It is what it is. Now it's time to get to this week. So this week for the Dirty Parlay. Boys, I love it. I really like it. I like where you guys' heads are at. We have Buffalo, Baltimore over 51 at -112. We got the Bears +3 at -105, and we have the Vikings -3 at 107. If you ride with us this week, boys, if you ride with us for the Dirty Parlay this week, you get a fucking +585 in the Dirty Parlay. So there you have it, +585 for the Dirty Parlay this week. Buffalo, Baltimore over 51, Bears +3, Vikings -3. I don't know. I got to ask you, Nate, you've been the fucking hottest gambler as far as NFL picks go. What do you think of this Dirty Parlay? Be honest. We're all riding it regardless.
I'm listening to Tua stuff. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. What are they saying?
Conscious in his movement in all his extremities.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay, that's good.
Sorry, your question.
You've been the hottest gambler so far in the podcast. What do you think of this parlay we have going for the Dirty Parlay?
And our odds are again, I'm sorry?
+585.
Yeah, I like it. I like this one better than I've liked any of the other ones.
I agree.
Fucking, we got this jabroni at the bottom picking fucking Jets. You're being a crazy person picking the Chiefs that never cover. I mean, I'm glad we've got some picks that I actually enjoy here. So.
Okay.
That just locked your fucking fate, Brundafucker. The Vikings ain't gonna cover shit first thing in the morning, and we're gonna be fucked all because of you.
Well, that'll be fucking 1 week that I lost for us compared to the fucking 3 weeks that you guys have lost.
So hold on,
Listen,
go ahead, D. Go ahead. Let's have it.
I just picked the Bears, so y'all couldn't be mad at me.
Okay, respectable. So here's what we have in the chat. Ethan says, "I like this DP boys." And when Nate said, "If you're a man of honor," Nate said, if you're a man of honor, you pick the pack." He goes, "Pack Kiss of Death incoming. Say less."
Yeah.
And then he went on to say,
I've done it before.
Then he went on to say, "Me and Adam on the same pod. Pray y'all don't get banned." That would be interesting. We run a 5-podder, boys. That'd be interesting.
That'd be the last one.
Yeah, would be banned. Ethan says, "I'm gonna have to pack in every parlay bet." Oh, Packers in every parlay bet from Ethan. There you go. He also went on to say, "How should I fade this?" LOL. You pick the under for the Buffalo Baltimore. You pick who's the other one? Who's Giants -3, and you pick the Saints +3 if you really wanted to fade it. And then Tony says he probably shouldn't play next week. Talking about Tua. Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck, Tony, me and you were talking about it. What jack off let him play this week?
Yeah, that makes no sense that he played this week at all. I'll openly admit it, but I threw him in as my starter because, like, who knows?
You're a scumbag.
Yeah, well. All right, that's it for the Dirty Parlay this week. Do you boys have anything else you want to add in here?
Can I actually do an ad for a company? I'm not sponsored, but this wallet, I don't know if you guys have seen this.
The Ridge? I've seen
online.
it. Yeah.
It's sick, actually. I love it so far.
Hey, we'll take sponsors.
It's nice minimalist. This is what I used to use. Fucking such a piece of shit. Like, fucking would ruin my cards. And I switched over to this guy, and I love it so far. So, Ridge Wallet, if you're out there, sponsor the pod.
Please sponsor.
This thing's awesome. You got
Cool.
RFID blocker on it, you know. You got a money clip on the side. Just put all your cards in there, you know. It's nice. I like it so far. So that's my ad of the week.
Also, real quick, Darren, before we go to you, in the chat, Tony wants to know the odds of Cowboys -3, Browns -1, and Lions -4. So I'm looking that up real quick. And then Ethan says in the chat, Browns -1, lock of the week. So quickly bet against it. Quickly. D.
What the fuck? Where does he get his information from? The fucking rats that crawl out of the sewer at night? Like, I don't fucking understand, bro. Like, Browns -1, lock of the week. Like, you literally just cursed the Browns.
Against
bro.
the Falcons,
like,
too, in Atlanta.
Like, I'm riding Falcons on heavy as fuck now.
The fucking rats crawling out of the sewers.
Oh, my God.
It flooded, so now all the fucking rodents
all the rats are out.
Picks.
Oh, man.
Or he doesn't deserve that.
What do you mean? He's been fucking like blackballing us or fucking bringing us down for the last 3 weeks.
Ethan says in the chat, Nate, let me see those cards. Let me see those cards on the cam real quick.
Yeah.
Well.
You notice how I just popped them out just a little bit?
Yeah. Tony, by the way, your odds for that parlay is plus 564. That's Dallas -3, Lions -4, Browns -1, plus 564.
Dallas -3. What a fucking crazy person.
So yeah, I have to go over 2 topics before we exit this pod, boys. One, it's just only because it's major news. The Myles Garrett car crash. He says he tried to dodge a fucking animal and he flipped his Porsche. All right, D, let me hear it, D.
Wet roads, fuck off, motherfucker. The roads on the body cam were dry as fuck. All the brush was dry as fuck. Everything was dry as fuck. And you're not an animal lover. And even if you fucking are, why are you cited for speeding 6 fucking times before this accident? One of speeds up to 120 miles per hour.
No.
The girl,
Two of the speeding tickets were over 100 miles per hour back-to-back days.
How do you not go to jail?
But saying the roads are wet is typical NFL cover-up bullshit. When on the body cam, you can see clear as day. It is dry as fuck. I'm sure you could look up the fucking weather for that day in that area. And they tell you, oh, Cleveland didn't have a fucking cloud in the sky that day. Fuck this guy. Fuck people like him. Yeah, you're not drinking and driving, but you might as well be, dude. You could have killed the girl with you or some other fucking family. Then what? Oh, I'm ready to play Sunday. Fuck you, motherfucker. You're literally putting... There's tracks. You have all the money in the world. Go to a fucking track and speed if you want to. Don't put someone's life at risk. Like, it's not worth it, bro. Public roads doing stupid shit like that. Do you not learn from Henry Ruggs? Like, that's all I need to say. Henry Ruggs, bro. Yeah, he was drunk, but guess what? He was speeding and he killed someone. So why fucking speed? I don't care if you're sober. Fuck that guy.
Nate?
I second what. Thank God. I mean, I don't really care about him all that much. Thank God he didn't hurt anybody else. You know, hopefully this is a learning experience. I guess the tickets up to that point weren't. But I don't know how you don't go to jail for over 102 days in a row.
Back-to-back. Seriously, it was back-to-back days. Seriously.
Normal human being, you, me, D, we go to jail for that.
Easily.
100%.
Easily.
So hopefully it's a wake-up call for the guy. But what a fucking tank, though. He just rolls his Porsche and he just walks out like nothing happened.
So 2 comments I have about it with my turn. It's fucking Miles. When I think of a Porsche, I think of a small car. Myles Garrett's a big bitch getting in that fucking car.
Yeah.
Second thing I have is I'm gonna take this from Pardon My Take. It was hilarious. I want to give him a shout out for saying this. The funniest thing about that when it broke on Twitter was like the top comments were like, "As a Steelers fan, I hope he's okay." Like thanks for throwing in your as a this fan, I hope he's okay. Like you don't have to say it, but cool.
No.
Like all right, whatever.
Like you're some morally good. Like I know we hate them on the field, but thank God he's not dead.
Yeah,
like you're a good person. Yeah.
And also they also said on the show too, like imagine they said it the week before, like as a Steelers fan, I hope he's okay, but you know he shouldn't be on the field. Like you know. And then the last topic I have for you boys, the last thing I have is I want to get your opinions. I'm gonna start with Nate on this one. The Pro Bowl is no longer the Pro Bowl. They're gonna do a skills competition throughout the week on the week of the Pro Bowl. Nate, what's your thoughts?
The way they should have done it. The Pro Bowl is dog shit. It's definitely the worst all-star game of any sport. This isn't a game you can play half speed. I don't like the fucking 2-hand touch bullshit. So show what these guys can do fucking in like a little mini camp situation. I think that's fun. I mean, like, I don't know if you guys played it in Madden, but the fucking like mini game shit that you used to be able to do, I don't know if you still can because I haven't played a Madden in forever, but like that was like half of the fun. I played that more than fucking playing real games. So like, I'm all for the mini game stuff and mini camp and that stuff. That'll be more fun because I think it'll be more of like an eye opener on how good these guys actually are.
D, what do you think?
I think it's great, bro. I remember the old like quarterback competitions and stuff. It's just fun, bro. And let the guys get fucking hammered and do it. Like, who fucking cares, bro? Like, just have fun. Like, I don't need to see the best players tackling each other or covering each other because I see that in the playoffs.
So
Like,
the rumor is that they'd actually like, and this is just a rumor. It could be just a Twitter rumor. I don't know. I live on Twitter too much. And I'm kind of like hoping this is true. Like I'm wishing into an existence that they'll do like party games too. Like not just football, like fucking
Like, you want to see these guys like
chunk some
compete at
beers.
Flip Cup?
Yeah. Yeah. Again, this is Twitter me talking. Like I wish it's true, but my thing I have to say about it is like when I was a kid, when NFL Network first like really came out and was like on all the cable and DirecTV and stuff like that, like the funnest part was watching the fucking mini games before the Pro Bowl. Like when I was a kid, that was the funnest thing to watch on those weekends. And like now we don't have to watch the bullshit and we could just watch like highlights from like, remember when they played dodgeball? Like that was the best part of that Pro Bowl weekend. And it wasn't even like that great, but it was just fun to watch them play dodgeball. Like that's going to be cool. I'm actually on board with this. Let's end the farce. Let's end the stupid shit. Let's have some fucking fun. Like get these guys to have a reason.
Yeah.
And they're going to do it in Vegas. So let's have these boys go out there and have a reason to go to Vegas rather than getting fucked up. Just play stupid games. Like I'm all like they used to do a kicking competition where they have like these crazy markers like 50 yards out and try to hit it. Like that'd be cool for the kickers. Like I'm all for it. I think that's fucking awesome. Like it's about time. Like whether it's Goodell or the rest of the committee waking up and seeing like this is a good call. Like finally. But listen, that's the Dirty Parlay this week. I got nothing else to add. If you boys don't have anything else to add, I'll go for you for the final words. But the second half already started, so let's have some fun. Good luck with your bets. You know, whether you have them or not.
I'd bet the Dolphins if you got balls.
Oh, okay. So that's it for me. D, those are your last words. You got anything else for you guys to get out of here?
Y'all see the Dolphins' new team doctor?
No.
Fuck you.
Fuck
you.
Are you serious? That's the team doctor for real?
Oh, you idiot.
This
God
kid
damn it.
got caught multiple times.
I don't know who that is.
pretending
I have
to
no
be a
idea who that
doctor.
is.
He's got caught multiple times pretending to be a doctor and arrested.
That's awesome. Nate, what do you got?
Nate said, "No, you fucking."
I don't know who that is. I don't fucking know. I have no clue.
Tosh.0, I think.
Oh, is that
Yeah,
really
yeah.
from Tosh.0?
Something like that, yeah.
Fucking grow up. Watch.
Mohawk.
Can't believe you got him.
I don't know. I just asked, is that who it is? I'm the idiot.
Like, why would I know the doctor of a fucking NFL team?
Listen, the fucking doctor for the Chargers stabbed Tyrod with a needle in the lung. I don't know who the doctors could be anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, no one knows who he is.
I don't
Never
know.
who they are.
Nate, anything you got before we get out of here?
No, not after that.
All right. I got nothing
After
to.
that.
I got nothing to. Good luck with your bets this weekend. We're gonna. This is Nathan's favorite Dirty Parlay so far. We'll see if it hits. If the Dirty Parlay hits, it'll be before the 3:00 games for us. So who knows? But whatever bets you got tonight, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. Good luck. We'll see you guys next week. And hey, good luck to your teams out there. Everybody needs it. So peace. See you guys.